It is October 6th, 2024, 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. We'll be having our Moss Genealogy Research Group meeting. Today is Sunday. We'll be going over a couple items. We'll be going over the first hour. We'll be doing GEDmatch research platform. It's going to be explained. We're comparing different GEDmatch kit numbers. Discover our shared DNA matches. Oh, before we go, before anybody comes on, let me say all praise and glory, dear Lord, is due to you. Father God, thank you for allowing us to use this platform to connect our families. The truth can't be hidden. It's all good. It's all God. In your precious name, I pray and thank you. Amen. And so we'll also have a presentation on Ancestry's new Pro Tools edition. I'm going to share the information on how that tool works. Very helpful. And for those who need mentors, some of the new members, we're going to assign mentors to them. And I'll also share some matches of verified I share verified records showing DNA matches of my formerly enslaved ancestors, descendants, their cousins. So that's just the start of it, and we'll also update the current California Reparations situation. So I have a cousin joining in, so let's get this show on the road. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Cousin Lisa.
Good, good, good.
We have a little challenge here on the screen. I want to make sure that it's that we can see each of us.
Gotcha.
It's showing like I'm sharing my screen, but I don't want that.
Okay.
Cousin Deborah.
Hey, what's going on, cousin? Can't be on there too long, man. I got a little to do, but I can give you a quick update on some stuff. But other than that, I've got about 20 minutes and I got to go.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I got to go.
This is a new DNA cousin of ours, Lisa. This is
Hey.
Reggie.
Hello.
How you doing?
Reggie
I'm
Romaine.
good. How are you?
All right. What's up, cousin? That's the new cousin?
Yeah.
Hello.
What state you in? What city?
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. I was born
Okay.
and raised in Hartford, Connecticut, though. That's my hometown. And I lived in North Carolina for about 17 years. So that is like my second home.
Good, good. Well, we Cali cats out here. We Cali cats. You got
Oh,
family in
nice.
Cali. You got family in Cali.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yes, it
That's
is.
so
Yes, it
cool.
is. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so glad to meet you both.
Yeah, same here. Likewise, likewise,
Thank
likewise, Queen.
you.
Likewise, Queen.
You've been pretty busy, cousin.
Yes, sir. Yesterday was a great day, man. It was a great day. We protested and boycotted up there, the COBC members here in Moreno Valley, and yeah, it was 100-degree weather, but we got it in. We got it in. We got it in. We finally
Wow.
made our way inside, but outside we it was 100 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but hey, yeah, I'm feeling it now. I wasn't feeling it then because the drilling was kicking in, but I'm drained today. So when you get close
Great.
to, when you get in your 50s, when you get close to 60, you know, and I was smart. I wore all white.
Yeah, that's very smart. But cousin, I'm not that far off. I'm 56. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
far off.
Okay, well, I'm 58. I'm 58. Well, you understand. We there.
Yes, yes, yes.
That part. Yeah.
God, to God be the glory. To
That part.
God be the
Amen.
glory.
Amen. 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 Yes, ma'am. Amen. Yeah. But yeah, we had two COBC members, the coalition, the California Legislation of Black Caucus gave a rally. You know, they're getting ready for the election, and they uh, uh, they vetoed our bills on August 31st. So we had to show up and let that it was 326 people that attended. Al Sharpton was supposed to come, but since his father passed about 2 or 3 days ago, he gave a funeral, and
Oh no.
he wasn't able to make it. But I think he double
Okay.
booked. He did something else that day, but it wasn't here in California. But it was a packed crowd, and when we got there, they wouldn't let us in. Obviously, they because they stopped the registration about 3 months ago, so we couldn't register. But I even got in with my. They even said that it got to be Riverside County people only. Took my ID out. I said I'm Riverside County, but the crew I had with me wasn't. So I said they with me.
Oh,
But fast forward, and we finally got a chance to talk to the people coming out, and we had 250 flyers to pass out about the COBC members betraying us, and we passed out 241 of them. So I had 9 left when I came here. So we did a good job. We rallied outside. First of all, we rallied outside a little bit. Then we went inside finally to the record. It was at a conference recreation center in Moreno Valley. So we found our way to get in there, and we rallied on there. We rallied. We had a big old bullhorn. We had a big old speaker with 2
wow.
mics, and the our heavy hitters was there. We had actually the chair of the California State Reparations Task Force, Camilla Moore, was there, which was a real hitter because she the one who authorized and signature on these our final report. And but she was speaking to these people, and they didn't even know they were speaking to the woman, Madam Chair, the Queen that wrote this. You know what I mean? So it was an
Wow.
honor for them to be able to be in the presence of the one who they was hearing it from, or how we was trying to
Right.
boycott these legislators, and let them know that we don't want them in office no more, because we're not going to allow you again to touch our bills. They vetoed them on August 31st, so we just gave them awareness and allowed them to know that they're not for us. A year ago, yesterday, he gave a a same kind of conference here, and he was pumping reparations. But then when it came down to it, August 31st, he dropped the ball. All of them
Oh
did.
wow.
All of them did. Gavin Newsom, the slave master, told the house niggas he didn't want them to put it on the floor, and they did exactly that. Which we was at the 11th hour. We all went down to Sacramento, and on that August
Wow.
31st, when the last day they were supposed to be on the floor, and they shitted on us. They did. So
Wow.
now we have to wait till January 2nd. But however, we have to we have to primary these COBC members. It was 12 of them. Senator Bradford was one who was on the task force who pushed these bills, and a little lightly about the bill, the SB 1431, which is the American Freedmen Affairs Agency that allow us to establish our own firm, our own agency to write our bills and not allow Newsom and his team to dictate on what we want and what reparations is. That was the strongest bill, and he vetoed that one. I mean, he actually had our people veto it, but it came to the point that we just said enough is enough. We got to do strategies here. We got to get them people out. So yesterday was a great one. We had a press conference 2 days before that, Thursday, at Governor Newsom's office in downtown Los Angeles on his front porch. You know what I mean? That was a great turnout, about 12 people. And Jerry, actually, I told him I needed him to come because one of the things on what he said about they wanted to add and amend our bill on the 1403 was to do another 2-year study on genealogy. And so I called Cousin up Wednesday. I called him up that morning. I said, Cousin, I just got off the phone with Camilla Moore, which was our task force chair. And I said, I told her we need a genealogist there. Would you like to come? He said, oh, Cousin, I can't, but I'm gonna give you Dr. Yvette Porter Moore. And and I called Yvette. I mean, I called Camilla up. She said she had her number. So man, she showed up and showed out. If you look at the news station when she came, she was our last speaker.
Wow.
Her 4-5-minute speech is what they focusing on the genealogy. We rebutted what they said, another 2-year study on genealogy. And she said they heard it from the horse's mouth. So salute King Jerry. That was a great move we did. It's like a chess match. And we all collectively, me, you, and Camilla Moore collectively made it happen. And a lot of news stations didn't play Camilla Moore, but they played our genealogists, and they're listening to what we're rebuttaling on Gavin Newsom and what he's saying. So it was powerful. It was great. And the next day, we had in LA is a station, the KBLA station, which is Tavis Smiley's station, but it's it's somebody called Dominique DePrima. She interviewed Dr. Yvette, and she even said, we need a whole show on genealogy. And I second that. Yes. So all in a nutshell, that's what's going on in these couple this week, these several days, how we prepared for it, and everything's looking good. So we pushing on January 2nd. We're gonna be back on the floor with our bills, and I yield.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is there any way that someone like me who doesn't live in the state could actually see that?
Oh man, look, you can actually get involved. Check this out, little mom. If you got a pen, please write this website down. I'm with CJ. CJ is a coalition for a just and equitable California. We are the #1 grassroots of reparation, #1 organization, grassroots of reparations here in California. You can get involved. We're looking for people, and we're accepting volunteers. We're recruiting volunteers all around the nation now. We need more power, and you can go to our website, www.cjec-official.org, and sign up, push get involved, pushed up top, get involved, put your information in, put your number in, because you will get the alerts as soon as we send them out, and you will be able to come train with us. We having another training session at the latter part, I think, of this week, or the beginning of next week for the new trainers, for the new volunteers. And you will be able to get on the Zoom with us and watch what we do. You'll get firsthand information. But the littlest that we want you to do is just to spread reparations awareness, just to know what reparations is in California. What is it doing? And the most you can do is the sky's the limit. What kind of resources you have, as far as, like, if you can do this, and kind of limited because you're out of state. But however, you can see what we're trying to do here. And if you need, you can get involved elsewhere. But we just literally need you just to be involved, just to spread the reparations. The word reparations, a lot of people don't know about even the word. They say restoration.
Right.
They don't even know how to pronounce the
Right.
word. But just to be able
Right.
to spread what's going on in California about reparations. And I yield.
Right. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I finally got to the right one. I got a recording before, but I'm on, obviously I'm on now.
Yeah, we have double R and a new DNA cousin of mine, Lisa Smith, who are on now. We're just this is the beginning portion of the meeting where we deal with it's meet and greet. And on that,
Oh, must I say, Sister Clarice, Queen of Radio, glad you're recovering. We've been praying for you. Glad to see you on here, sister. Man, hey, much love to you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're well. And we glad that the surgeries and everything went good. And I yield.
Amen.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be recovering. Thank you for your prayers and all the kind words and things that you all have done. It's meant a lot. And we ain't even cousins yet.
And
it feels like it, don't it? It feels like
it. Yeah, it does.
Especially for the radio station.
Platform,
she's a co-host on the radio station every day that we be on in Sacramento. Yeah. And that's how I know Sister Clarice, the First Lady of Radio. Salute.
Yeah, I have her kit. I have her name on it. See that?
I see. I saw it. Yes.
I
so as soon as we
I had your kit, and I wanted to briefly do this. This is an example. Once your results come back, this is a form of us helping each other. Here's an example. Here's Reggie's. Can you see Reggie's page?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I managed. Yes. He was so kind to allow me to manage his kit, and I gave him one, and he's been through the process, and now he's been able to reconstruct his family and find his ethnicity. And him and we had private meetings, and I have access to his. And like, here's an example. There he is, Reggie. These are some of his newer cousins that he can start reaching out and meeting them if he cares to do that. And let's see if we got us. And so the main thing, let's see if we got a true lines on you. You got enough people on yours. Let's see if they show up, Reggie. Oh, look at there. Can y'all see this? These people?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, watch this. On True Lines, here's what helps you find your relatives. This is Reggie's father and mother, his maternal grandfather, his maternal grandmother, and look, it gives you the match. There's one match with her, and here's a match. This is his great grandfather right here, great grandmother, and here's his potential. This is potential great grandfather, William O'Connor, and a potential great grandmother. See, 1875 to 1958. Her name's Lucy Holiday. And what I do I talk to him, and then before I push these buttons, I show him. And then that's what the program helps us find. And here's another one, potential second great grandmother right here. So,
I love that.
and what it
Yeah.
does is, you see where it says one match?
Yes.
This is who that match is. I'm gonna click on here, and here's what True Lines does. So can you see this page?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well, from the great grandmother, his maternal great grandfather, here's his mother, and here's an uncle. The reason why I say it's private because he's living, and this is the private. It's like a maternal first cousin, but this person matches him. You see that?
That's
John,
a picture. It's an
Janika
actual
Dixon. And she has 298 centimorgans across
Yeah, I was
14,
looking at that.
That's nice. Yeah.
14 segments.
So does the great, I think I saw the great grandparents had that too, unless I was looking at it wrong.
Did they have what?
I thought I saw the potential great grandparents when you were hovering over it. I thought I saw that it said 298 centimorgans.
Yeah, well, yeah, they might have had it, but I'm just showing you how this program, the value of it. This might have been the first.
Right.
Hey, is this the first time you've seen this, the Double R?
Man,
And this,
actually, yes,
and,
sir. Yes. Hey, and let me add to this. You guys got to understand. I gave him total control over mine because I do not pay the monthly bill of the whatever. But however, if you give him access, he pays and he can break open them locks, and I yield.
Right. I agree. I agree.
Absolutely.
It saves you a little money. You feel me? It saves you a little money.
Not only that, but it's just that, when you have someone working on it who knows what they're doing, it's
Yeah,
like,
that part too. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But what I do with the money, I forward and buy the test when they for $39 and bless other people. You know what I mean? So I'm not paying monthly. Jerry's paying monthly, but I'm forwarding. I'm paying forward on these tests. You feel me?
Right. I gotcha. I understand.
Right. Only fair. That's only fair.
but
Yeah, there's an actual picture. That's unique.
yeah, and so here's his DNA matches. For example, his DNA matches. Can you see this page?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
These are the new matches that we can reach out to. Anytime you see these pictures, they rotate every two or 3 days. So they are his relatives. See DNA matches, and and you can view the matches. Click on one, it'll tell who they are, and then you can reach out and talk to them, tell them who you are, and that you want to build a relationship with them, and then
Right.
and then they'll respond, and that's how you start building your DNA cousins.
And it also gives you he know how to put the map on them where they are. I had people buy my business, buy my house that I didn't even know that was my relatives.
Okay.
Right.
Let's do that real quick. Now, here they. Oh, it went back to me. Let me see if I can get back. Yeah. Oh. Tyrone. These are some. Oh, here you see, Rich. This is the new program. See Reggie right there? I click on him. See, I have different ones that I manage. And so there they are. Can you see these? Reggie's.
Yes.
Okay. And so this is his daughter. And who is Ashley? Have we found out who she was yet, Reggie?
Oh yeah, that's my niece. That's my brother,
That's
Andre's daughter. Yeah.
and we can tell by these here centimorgans. And then he said, here's how the program you can do it by parent, by ancestor, by location. What he just said, and we went through them and once we found out what side they were. That's why you have an F on those, and other ones we have a M for its mother's side. You see some of those.
Oh, the F is for father.
F is for father,
Okay.
and M
Okay.
is the matches is on the mother's side. And because look, it says you can. Right now we're on all, so these are all of his DNA matches, and they start with the highest centromorgan. You see that?
Mm.
And your kids are 50%
Yes.
of you. We're
Right.
7,000 at centromorgans. Take a measurement, 7,000 centromorgans, and our kids are half, so that's 3,500, and our grandkids are half of that, 1,700.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
it breaks per halves, and so then that's how you'll start finding out who's related, second cousins, and the program doesn't tell you exactly who they are. You got to do some research to verify it. Everything has to be
Right.
verified.
Right.
But here's what I said by location. Pick by location, and here's a map. And look at this map. Over here, I can go up, down, and Texas over here. Reggie, he lives over here. Where's it at? Close to what, Reggie? Reggie, where do you live at? Close to
In Riverside County,
okay.
Temecula, Menifee. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this map shows his DNA matches who live close to him.
Right.
And so you can pick on, there's somebody down here in Temecula, and there's two in Long Beach. Click on that. It has their names. And so the program helps you. That's in California, but it goes all across the country. And these
Right.
are his DNA relatives.
Wow.
And then when we say by parent, this is what the program offers you. Here's parent one. Is his father's side, right, Reggie?
Yes, sir.
And parent two is his mother's side. And with his DNA, there's like over 7,000 matches on his father's side that this program gives you. And on his mother's, there's almost 8,000, parent number two.
Right.
Over 8,000.
Yeah, and it gives you some surnames. Like you see these surnames up here, these surnames. And so you can use those when you reach out to these DNA matches that I showed you, those pictures, and say, you related up to me on my father's side, and here's some of the surnames. And then those say,
Yes, Labat. Oh, I see that.
and then they'll say, oh, my grandmother, my father's, and then you start connecting. You see that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you use the tool.
Wow. Okay.
And one of the first
Some
things that
good
I wanted
information.
one of the first things I wanted to find out when I got my results is who am I? And Lisa, you talk about that. Who am I? Everybody asks,
Yes.
Amen.
you do this. Here's your origins. Pick that one. And there's
Now, this brought tears to my eyes to find out who in the heck I am, what kind of blood I got in me. Wow.
Yeah.
This is
I know.
54% African, 46% European, and maybe 4% Latin. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All together. Yeah. Yeah.
so this adds up to 100 now, and it gets
Yeah.
it's more France. And look, when you hover over France, look what it does over in the map. It shows a picture where France is. See that?
Right. Yep.
And the other one, 15%. The next was Cameroon. Look at that area. See that color there?
Blue.
Yep.
Nigeria. And the folks got to look. The folks dipped in there. Here's Ireland, 7%. See that little spot up there? And he got some English. England is what, 5%. There, what's that? England, northwestern Europe, and Sweden and Denmark. Look at there. There's a little bit up there.
Right. Right.
It's only like 3, 5, 7. It's like almost about 15%. But the rest, hey, that's the truth. The truth can't be hidden.
Hey, cousin
Right.
Jerry and everybody on here, I have to jump off, but salute. Hey, use my DNA. Do what you do, man. I yield. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys
God
on the
bless
next
you
one.
too. Nice meeting you,
All
cousin.
right.
Same here. Same here. Salute.
Bye.
All
God
right.
bless you.
All right, Sister
Bye.
Clarice, salute. Good
Yes,
seeing you. Good seeing you.
reparations.
Yeah, Black Power, reparations now.
Yeah.
Reparations now.
Oh,
So cousin Jerry, when you get an opportunity, I wanted to ask. I don't know if you remember the issue that I was having with not being able to share my screen the other day. I have looked into it a little further, and I would like to see if I am able to share my screen now.
Oh yeah.
There was no other way for me to try it.
Okay. I'll set it up right now. You can share your screen now.
Okay.
And for the new members who have came in, hey, thank you for coming into the meeting. You know, we appreciate your participation. We're at the meet and greet section. Hello, cousin Miranda.
hey, cousin Jerry, how are you?
And there's Deborah. We're finding
Hello,
out
cousin Jerry.
who we really are
Cousin
with
Lisa.
this DNA.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, we Miranda, I matched these two, Lisa and Deborah, through GEDmatch.
Okay.
How
Yeah,
about that?
that's how we found out we were related.
You got a 2-for-1 deal.
And that's how we found out too through GEDmatch, but it was oh, I'm sorry, the lighting. Just basically when we were on our San Diego African American Genealogy Research Group meeting, we had a segment about GEDmatch, and some of us volunteered to put our numbers in, and that's how Jerry and I discovered we were related. We're not sure how yet, but we're cousins.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Lisa, now we can talk you through this now. Do you have something on your screen that you want to share? She's really anxious to share her screen. Remember, Deborah, when we were going through this on Friday?
Yeah. Hopefully her sound didn't go out.
Mm. Anyway, this is what we do. We help each other, share a screen, take the time to assign mentors. What we can't do during this meeting, we meet in private and actually go over different research techniques until the, each of us feel comfortable enough to take off and fly on your own. But in the meantime, we like to stay close to the nest and help you
That's good.
through the DNA process.
That's good.
And save you some money too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like look at double R. Look what see what we use, but we showed as an example, just that quick. So that's the value of this program. It reconstructs our family. See, we still having our family being reconstructed. We're still reconstructing our families.
Amen.
But the folks, they said it was only about she said and what 12 years or so, and they consider their country was reconstructed, and they figured they were reconstructed. So we still reconstructing our family,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we're using DNA to do it
Exactly.
and
And
verifying.
they kept excellent records too. So, I mean, it's
What's an example of that, Deborah?
Um, well, the Catholics keeping records. Uh, some of the families just keeping records in their Bibles or what have you. Um, and not being traded in slavery is the record on our end. They didn't, some kept records, some of the slaveholders kept records, but for the most part, they didn't. So it's harder for us African Americans to have a paper trail of our family history. I know on my mother's side it's much easier for me to trace back on the European side than on my dad's side, which is the Brundage um, Maddox side. So I was ecstatic when I reached out to cousin Lisa, and she replied the next day. Actually, I figured out for the most part how we were related through lines, and so I reached out to her because I wasn't sure the last two people, and she responded the very next day, and ever since then we've been joined at the hip like sisters for like 2 or 3 years now. So
Great.
That's
uh,
great. Awesome.
so she's going to log out and log back in. She can hear us, but we can't hear her.
I have I have one challenge that I appreciate if you would help me with. I have a kit for Clarice that I'm going to be sending her, and normally I set up her account. So I
Hmm.
set up accounts for people who I manage their kits. I have kits and I give kits away.
Hmm.
I have that for new people and uh, the lower wills. I give kits away, and then I also help them with their GNA process, the initial components. And so what happened is I had one set up for Clarice, and when I wanted to activate a kit, they said that there was already an account. She already has an account.
Wow.
And so I wasn't able to send this kit to her that and have it activated.
Hmm.
So I have the kit. I have the kit, her kit. And what I normally do is set up an account on Ancestry for someone who doesn't have one, and I have a password, and I activate the kit on that. But when I went to do that with Clarice, she already has an account. So my question to you is, how do I give her this kit? And I'm gonna send it to her. I got her address and everything. But how do
Hmm.
we activate that? And on whose account will it be? Uh, how whose account will it be activated?
So the system is saying there's already an account with
Yes.
her birth date and all that information.
Yes.
Well, could you take over, uh, uh, Clarice, and tell us what the current situation is from your end, what you did, so we can put the pieces together because we I do
Okay, yeah, I did have an account. I hadn't even thought about that. And so what I tried to do was go in, I forgot the password. I tried to go in and change the password because I'm doing it all on the phone. I didn't have a second device. So I get to a screen where they give me a code. So I can pick up the code and then I go back to the screen and I couldn't get to that same spot. And it had me rotate, do the same thing over again. And I think I finally figured out how to set it up to where I can go back to that spot. But I tried too many times and it basically kicked me out. It was, so I didn't know how to get in touch with them, or so I just kind
Oh,
of left for a minute.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I would just call Ancestry and tell them that you were kicked out of your account, and so they can reset your password because they'll ask you for your your um like your birthday and things like that that you
Uh-huh.
the information that you put when you signed up.
Uh-huh.
And so they'll give you a link to reset your password. Did you try that?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I didn't go any further with it, but I need a number.
Okay, I can put one in the chat
Okay,
while
good.
while Lisa's talking. We can hear you now,
Okay.
cousin Lisa. I'll put the phone number in the chat.
Okay.
I have it.
Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
So I'm back and my audio is restored. So
Just,
should I?
no, hold it just 1 minute, Lisa, please.
Okay. No problem.
Now, because I want to act on this. When you don't act, it doesn't get done. And then when I make a commitment, I want to follow through with it. So, Clarice, we got to set some goals, timelines. So with you and me, would you be able to do that this week? Contact them and see if you can and also ask them, tell them what the scenario is that a friend of
Absolutely.
one of your relatives sending you a kit, and you want to activate the kit.
Okay. I will do that tomorrow.
Yeah, and you want him to be a manager to manage the kit.
Okay. Got that.
And because I have your address and everything, and so then what would happen is I will send you the kit,
Uh-huh.
and then you would just basically have to put your saliva in the kit,
Okay.
shake it up, and the box is already prepaid, and then just put it in the mailbox,
I will
and
do that.
that's all. And then the rest, and then they'll contact you on the progress as it's going through the process, this week or that week or that week. And one thing I'll also do when it comes down to activating that kit, I will pay extra to have yours expedited.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know that you can do that.
Yes, you can.
Oh, how much sooner do you get the results?
Um, at least 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
That is good to know. I didn't know that either.
About the dollar. It's about the dollar.
So,
I
so
can't
Miss
wait.
Clarice,
I've been wanting to do this.
I hear
I
that.
can't wait.
Yeah, it
you might
happens.
want
You
when
know,
when
right,
you're
right when you activate the test, there is a notice that says, "Hey, do you want to uh, accelerate it? You know, pay this extra fee, and then we can get it to you. We'll put you in front of the line, quote unquote."
Okay.
And and it does cut down on the time.
Okay.
And for me, this information is so invaluable that I it's an investment, you know, and and then the return on my investment is you having your test.
Yes. And as Double R say, there's always pay it forward too. So yeah, I'm so when I get that get my account activated, should I just give you that information and have you uh do what you do and then send me the test and then I can send it in?
Yes, yes, and then I'll
Okay.
uh, 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 talk to them and get verification. Just like
Okay, I will.
we're having a testimony here, and we just want to make sure that we followed a plan, and that
Yes.
I'm going to be managing your test, and so I'm gonna give you the test. You just have to do your portion, put your slot in,
Right.
put and
Exactly.
and mail it. That's all you do. And then,
Exactly.
but everything else will be, it will be activated. That's the term we use. That test has to be active. So you can activate the test right here. I can activate the test right now. But I had to, but if I activate it, no, I can't activate it because you have an account.
You had to be on my account. Yeah.
If you didn't have the account, I would have been able to activate the account, activate the test, and then here it is, and then send it to you.
Right.
And then it'd be you put your saliva in it and then melt it and then sit back.
Right. So when we can still do that, once I'll ask them all of that. So once I get my account, then we do what we do. And
Yes,
then I can do that same process. Yes. But I'll ask them about all of this.
yes. And Clarice, Deborah, she put the ancestry number in the chat. Can you see down at the chat?
Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Got it. Thank you, Deborah.
You're welcome.
I didn't. Yeah, there it is.
Two.
And they're nice. So just wait on them. They try and they have a little service department. Tell them what's going on.
I have patience.
Yeah.
I have patience. I waited this long. I have patience. I just didn't. I think I just kind of like didn't see where a number how to get hold to them, and I just sort of dropped it for a minute. But no, I'm excited. I can't wait to get this done.
And another thing that me being a customer of theirs with their kids, when I call in, when I have a challenge with them, I ask that service person, oh, by the way, could you give me a special promotion price for a kit for $39? I'm having challenges with these other ones. Can I get another one for $39? Can you find out what from the promo talk to? You know what they usually do? Oh, Mr. Moss, yeah, we'll find a way. We'll send you one for $39 instead of
Wow,
90.
that's so cool.
Instead of
Or
Yeah, ask for favor, especially if you brought
yes,
Wow.
or time on your account so that you can work the accounts.
well,
Um,
Yes,
yeah,
that
time.
too.
Yeah, yeah, work your account like 6 months at
Mm,
$59.99. You have not because you
right,
asked not. So it's worth asking
right,
for. If especially if you
right,
have problems with your account.
and I want
right.
to share something else with you on that because you're very astute uh, members of the family, the DNA family here. Um, I've given kits to people a year ago, and they didn't use them. So I'll call Ancestry, and I ask them, would you please check my account and see what kits are active and which ones aren't used? And they'll check them. And if they haven't been used, I ask them, would you replace those? And
Yeah, I have to do
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
they will do that.
That's good.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yep,
They'll replace that kit for you.
That's good.
And so sometimes I would get like I check back, because sometimes when I'm on a roll, I, you know, I'm the DNA.
right.
Bloodhound.
Seed. I grow seeds with them, because it's a blessing. It's part of my.
It really is. It
It's
really is.
Yes.
it's really valuable because I didn't have these resources, so now I do have some
Right,
resources.
right,
So I double up when I have them, and
right.
and then I share it.
Yep.
Mhm.
And if the people don't use them, like I said, I tell them if they don't use them, I said, could you mail me some more, and then mail them back, and they'll replace them, and then I might even ask them, could you give me another one for $39? Oh yeah, Mr. Moss, I'll give you another one for $39. So if they owe me three, I said, give me another one. I'll pay 39 for it. Okay, I'll give you that one. Come
Okay.
on,
You don't miss
That's
a beat.
good. Okay.
go ahead, Miranda.
Um, uh-oh. Okay. You know what? I think you just answered it because you mentioned, how you were asking to have them replaced. I was wondering, would that mean you'd have to come out of pocket to replace them, or would that just be that price that you paid for them? They would just go
No,
to maybe somebody else at your, preference, or how would that work?
no, you just tell them number one, if somebody's not using it, if you had one, like Clarice, you had one, didn't you?
Yeah, and if I ever find it, I'll try to get another one and give it to you to give to somebody else.
Well, just check on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see, that's another thing. Why you have them on, the customer
Hmm.
service ask about it. Even if you lost
Right.
the dang thing, just tell them I lost my dang kit. Could I get another one? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, would that go for all of them? Because honestly, I took advantage of a deal for one for my heritage. And, it was back in 2020. I'm not gonna, got to be honest here. 2020, and I still have it. I have not taken the time to take it, and that's the one where you're not doing the saliva. You're actually doing, I think it's a cheek swab, it's a swab or something. It's a little bit different, but I have not opened it, so I don't know if it's still any good. Of course, I could probably just look at the box and see, but um, I just wonder, do some of these have expiration dates on them? The longer they sit, how does that work?
Well, just ask them.
Okay.
They do.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
They have
They
your
do have
account.
I would
expiration
imagine
date.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I could see that. So I
And,
would definitely have to just probably order another one.
and if you don't
And they
feel
have it.
comfortable, excuse me, if you don't feel comfortable with the one from 2020, just tell them to
Yeah.
get another
Hmm.
one. Say
Okay.
here's the kit number here.
Right.
I'm a You say it's okay. I don't. Would you give me another one?
Okay.
Right.
And I
I'll
get
try that.
this. Yeah, go
'Cause
for it now. You gotta use your leverage.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I would like to try it on, on a different platform. I have Ancestry, of course. And I'm happy with it, but like I said, I took advantage of the other one, the My Heritage, and I did set up an account with it, and I like some of the features that it has.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I just need to go ahead and take that test. And now I'm a little bit nervous about the whole thing with 23andMe. I haven't taken that one yet, but I'm sure some of you have seen some of the things going on with that. So I don't know.
yes. I've seen it. Could you
Okay.
could you elaborate on it briefly?
Well, just from what I've seen, I guess some of their, I guess, higher up executives have stepped down based on, and Jerry, please assist when, wherever you feel fit.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, a lot of the top management representatives or employees have stepped down, I guess, because of some of the things that have been used, or the reasons that I guess 23andMe has been used. Either that or there's been a data breach, so to say. But to me, it's like no matter what we put our information to, we have to kind of realize there's that possibility no matter what. I mean,
Hmm.
unless we're just taking the time to say, I'm not going to put my information anywhere, of course, you have less of a risk. But anytime you put your information out there for something, we have that potential to be uh, at risk
Scam.
of having our
Scam. I've been
compromised.
scammed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done the 23andMe yet. The the My Heritage, yes, I would like to go ahead and try it simply because I did have that kit. And thank you all. I'll go ahead and look into that about trying to get that one replaced. But Ancestry so far has been pretty decent, in Family Search and of course others, just for information.
Well, that's what I recommend.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, Lisa, you want to see if you can share your screen?
I would love to try. I'm a little nervous, but let's just see if it's gonna work this time.
You can do it, cousin.
All right. Yay.
There it is.
Well, that's awesome. I think there was another step that I needed to do when I was doing it, and I did it earlier, so that's good. So you actually see my screen, right? This is my screen. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Hmm.
Congratulations. Is this the first time you've ever done that?
Yes, I haven't been able to do it haven't been able to do it before.
Well, that's what this format is for, cuz.
Okay, so woohoo! So can you show your tree now?
Okay, so
It's right there.
Yep.
Your newly revised tree that your cousin Deborah did. That was smooth,
yeah,
guys. That was smooth, Deborah.
I got kicked out.
That's my tree.
that's your
Yeah, that's my tree.
That's Deborah's tree. And then go to home. Go to the home person.
home person. How do I do that?
You see your uh go to the tree. See down at the bottom, you got these three names. Go to your name, yeah.
Uh, my grandmother down there is a home person. That
Is it this you?
Or
uh
you see
yeah,
to the left, you see to the left, you see that little house in that grade area? Yeah, right there.
uh-huh,
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
That should take you to the home person. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you see you are in black.
Yeah.
Your name is in black. That shows you're the home person. Okay. So yeah, so it's actually showing Lisa, the home person, and so I helped her put fill in her Brundage family. That's how we're related. And so Joseph Brundage through the Joseph Brundage line. And so then she has Harriet Johnson on through that way. So we're fourth cousins. That's one way, and that's on my dad's side, and we're also related on my mother's side, I believe. Right, cousin?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, you were talking.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Lisa,
cousin.
Oh no. Yes,
can you hear me?
yes.
All right. Uh, and this is for you, Clarice. Here's another example. Once you start doing your work and filling out some of the information, look at that.
Uh-huh.
Look up at there, that dotted line. You see what it says up there from Felix? Look at that. You're right there. Just look at that. This is what the program does. You might know your this is her grandmother and grandfather, but this program has enough information, it's going to tell Lisa who her great grandfather is on her father's side. You see that? See Samuel Robert?
Yes.
Did that's the value of the program. Now, Lisa, did you know that that person might be your great grandfather?
Um, you're talking about Samuel
Yes.
person here?
Mhm.
Yes. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it there before. Um,
But
so
it wasn't organized before Cousin Deborah
no,
organized.
no.
Well, see now you could add that person to your tree if you feel confident. Am I right, Deborah?
Yeah, she can. She can click on it and add him. So it's based on what other people have in their trees. And so she has to do, kind of do the research and make sure the paperwork and all that uh lines up. And then you can add them to your tree. But if you click on it, if you click on that him, it'll give you, yeah, re review details.
I don't know how to move this up. It's kind of blocking.
Remind me later. Turn off reminders. See this reminders? You can even click, see that little box that turn off reminders for Ancestry.
I don't, where do you see that?
There's a little box where it says activate. Yeah, right
Right
there.
there.
That box. No, the box over to the right.
It's the lat.
Turn off reminders for ancestry.com. Yeah, click that.
Oh,
And then click that off.
okay.
All right. Then say yes at the bottom.
Okay.
And then look what it did. Look what happened after you put him in.
Another hint. Talking about this one right here?
No, the one look over.
No?
You just put in see this Samuel Curtis?
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
See?
Yes.
I'm just telling you what it does for you.
Right. Okay.
Isn't that helpful?
Yes, it is.
But as cousin Deborah says, you have to verify that. But
Right.
it is helping you.
Yeah. And I have actually seen, I think I've seen it. I've seen this before, either here or on another site. It may have been My Heritage, but I think I remember seeing these names before.
The people here on the meeting, what do you all recommend that she does with those two?
I recommend that she click on Samuel Robert Curtis and be sure that he is the true father of Felix Curtis before she goes any further. And then if he is indeed his father, then there's 11 hints for him. Then proceed with the parents for Samuel Robert Curtis. But if not, then I would take him out.
Okay.
Just him.
So you mean click on a profile or click?
Yes. Click there.
Okay.
Yes. So then click on hints. And then the census. Let's start from
You
there.
sound a little far.
Oh,
What
can you
did you
hear me?
say, cousin?
Oh,
Okay, I
click on
can
the
hear you.
census. Click on the census and see if he's the right person. Do you know if it's him or not? So most people recommend that you look at the original data on the census itself, just in case somebody transcribed the information incorrectly. Because that's the information that's transcribed right there.
Yeah, click on the page, Lisa, and you can see the names. Go pick on the page, and you can make it bigger so we can see it bigger.
We're in the green area.
Yeah, see where it's green? Oh, no, over on the actual census, the document. Not there, the page. You see the page that it has your actual census document.
If you're talking, Lisa, we can't hear you. Your sound must have went out again.
It's 42 pages. Okay. Yeah,
So
that's the page. Yeah, right there.
right there. No,
Over
you're
on the page where it's highlighted. You can make that bigger. You see that plus and minus over there? For the magnifying glass, it's a plus or a minus. You can make that bigger on your screen. Yeah, the plus and minus. No, no, not that one. The one over. The one that's. Come on over some more. Help her, Deborah.
I was asking for uh I was asking.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you go. There you go. And slide it over. Yeah, slide over some more. There you go. Do those names sound familiar with you, Lisa? Well, hey, look at that. Pocahontas.
yeah.
You see that?
Oh, wow.
Pocahontas. Lisa,
Uh,
your sound must have went back out again.
But does this sound, does this look like your family? In Alabama, Pike?
And I guess this is the Clifford that's listed.
Alabama?
Yeah, there's Clifford. Where's he at? Yeah, oh, there's a Clifford right there. Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
The son. And this is the 1930 census. Okay, uh, Lisa, please stop sharing your screen.
Pike, Alabama.
You know how to do that? Up on top of your screen, there's a box to stop sharing. Because I'm able to do it. But I'd rather you learn how to do it.
Hmm.
Can you hear us, Lisa?
She's gonna go out and come back in.
Oh, she has to do that?
I'm saying no, you can't on your end, but I'm saying she's gonna log out and come back in.
Oh, wow. I hate to have to stop her. Let's see. I can't stop her video. Anyway, isn't that something? I'm looking at how can I stop her video? Take one more look at it. There you go. I was able to stop the person who was sharing. I was able to do it. So that's part of the those are some of the tools that we're using. She's further than she was.
Yes.
And thanks, Deborah, for having a pretty accurate a foundational tree. That's foundation. And now she sees the value it can be able to add and take away, and we'll be able to, recover if she gets, off base. That's good. And that's worth me taking the time, and I appreciate you all being so kind and patient in this process. That's what we do.
Of course, that's what it's all about. We're all learning together.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I was looking at her information there with that census record. I'm like, Pike, Alabama. Hey, now I might be able to kind of find a little bit of a relation there. So you're probably most likely related on my mother's side, Jerry. I just recently found out about relatives that are from Alabama a few generations back. But so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all turns out at some point.
Okay, well let's take a hit. I have a couple of GEDmatch numbers.
Okay.
Deborah has one. I mean, Sharon has one. She just shared hers with me.
Let me see if I can find mine.
Jerry, are you in David Anthony Taylor's All About Our Family Connections group?
No, I'm with Lyle. Lyles. She what's his name? Lyle Gibson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he match. We match through GEDmatch.
Okay. So I match Lyle too. And actually I see our relation, like our nose. When you look up, I can see our facial features, how we
That's
are similar. That's interesting. Um, but yeah, there's a project. I was asking about the project in GEDmatch, if you were in that project.
yeah. I we have this group here has a project in GEDmatch.
Oh, what's the name of it?
It's called Moss Genealogy Research Group.
Okay.
And I also joined that one that I believe that you were referring to. I We were on one of those Freeman Fridays, and I joined it at that time.
Okay, all right.
And ours is Moss Genealogy Research Group, and it's on GEDmatch.
Okay, wonderful.
Deborah, are you familiar with the chromosomes? Uh,
Don't get
so
me lying.
so so Deborah, yours an MP4 412?
No, it's XF, I believe.
What's yours? Oh yeah, XF5292408.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Miranda,
Yes, sir.
dear cuz,
Hey, cuz. You know what? I am trying to see if I can find mine. I have spiral notebooks. I have 3-ring binders. I just have to get
I
together.
think I'm going to I'm gonna check
If
and
I
see.
find it, I'll put it in the chat if I'm able to find it. I know I have it. I'm just kind of going through pages right now.
Well, I was able, Deborah, I was able to show you mine, yours and mine. Deborah, you
Yes.
remember I sent you
Yes.
how we were connected?
Yes.
Okay, you and also Lisa, I showed you ours.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts us in certain branches on my side. And then you have to look at some of those people that you recognize that you can say they're on your side of the family. And Miranda, did you say You had your kit number, or you don't have it now? You can't find it?
I know I definitely have it. It's in one of these notebooks.
Don't
I
worry
just
about
have
it.
to figure
Don't worry
out how to
about
find
it.
it.
With,
Okay. If I find it, I'll email it to you or I'll put it in the chat.
yeah, I wonder how. I know I looked at it when I had it up. But anyway,
Okay.
that's a valuable tool that we use. Look at us now. We can talk and we can verify, and then we can start making the connections through the GEDmatch. And like as I believe Eric was a gentleman named Eric Owens, I believe. Uh, Eric Owens, he mentioned about the chromosomes. So they're going deeper into the program so they can find more connections through our chromosomes. GEDmatch has another tool that we use with the chromosomes and Painter. There's a Painter program that is used to uh, connect relatives.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that part of GEDmatch,
Oh
the
yeah,
chromosome
yeah,
painter.
yeah. It is. It's we have people who are in my in this in on this platform, our group who they use that tool, the Painter. It's called Painter, and they
Mhm.
GEDmatch has a Painter program. And you know what? With this Ancestry DNA, they have a chromosome tool here too in Amazon. I mean, in Ancestry. I didn't know that until I got into it, and they have a Chrome in their Pro Tools.
I wasn't familiar with the one on Ancestry. I know there's uh, DNApainter.com. That's where um, I go, and I've started populating from the JetMat information there. Um, but I wasn't familiar with the one that you're talking about.
Yeah, it has. It has a platform chromosome. But they're all trying to get our money, especially when they start going into insights and all that kind of stuff. But another thing that I like about the new program, I like about the Pro Tools is you can create a chart, and I I have Family Tree Maker, and that's where I can have a genealogy report with Family Tree Maker, and I can have a descendant chart. But now with this Pro Tools, they do too. And let me give you an example. They have I'd say it's a beta program. So in Pro Tools, here's one. This is one of my cousins, one of my Caucasian cousins. You see, it has a descendancy, and these are the kind of tools. Her name is Betty Swain, and I can go over here to this one in generations to 3. I can go over to 5 generations, and from a tree. Look what they generate. They generate 5. At 5, let's go to 6. It gives all of her information because I have a trees, and they have a number from them. 6
Oh,
generations.
wow.
See that?
Okay.
And then they have the different style. Here's a register. The register like generation 1, generation 2, and they break it down. See the children, they break it down to the children
Mm-hmm.
by pushing the button. And then they have these different like birch, oak, and I think it's maple. This is what they. I was toying with these different layouts, and one of them is the one that shows the. One of them shows the pictures. But anyway, look at that. Our trees, you can get it in a written form just like this and download it in a PDF or print it out. And look, you got your tree in a digital form for somebody who doesn't know, who doesn't know their family history. You can show it to them in a PDF form. As a
Now
matter of
that's nice.
huh?
That's nice.
It is. That's a good thing. And so that's under creating. Can you see this? Creating a report right here. Creating a report, and you can view your matches. So these are some of the tools that they have. Like if I want my tree checker, check my tree, and this is hers. She has a big butt tree, and it's possible duplicates, and you can check your duplicates and clean up your trees with this here program as part of the Pro Tools package. You can view your matches. So here's mine, and by parent. The Pro Tools was what it has, so that's helpful for me. But look at this one by ancestor. This is my true lines, and this is a real power of the program. Everyone, when you get tired of trying to verify who's who, and you want to find out, you want to contact somebody who you do match, and instead of just this picture, here's what you do. This is the true lines. Like with my father, here's my father, and that's my mother. My grandfather, grandmother. See, that says 6 DNA matches. My grandfather on my mother's side, and my grandmother on my mother's side. There's 6 DNA matches. Now, the further down we get, watch this. I'm like about this is my great grandfather, no Thomas Moss, on my father's side, on my mother's side. Then you go down further. But watch when you click on their names. Look at that, 25 DNA matches with Reuben. And so what you do, this is the one that we focus on. Reuben is City Moss. And then they come over, and here's what they show me. Here's like from Reuben to Thomas, my great grandfather. Here's 8 of them. And it'll come over here and show my grandfather with 4 DNA matches. They come down there, here they are. See these Brunels? 103, boom, boom, boom. And then I can just reach out to them. You see? You see how that program works? I talked to Fanny. I haven't talked to Kadisha, and here's Roxanne. But they'll show you these cousins. This is 17 centimorgans. Here's 59, 103 centimorgans. But they show where they come from this ancestor. So that's, true lines. It's pretty verifiable. It's not 100%, but at least look what that did. And here's 25 for my second great grandmother. Let's do the Ellisons on my mom's on her side. There's 13 of them. These are my relatives in Texas. Just click that. Here's the Ellisons, my great grandmother from Lockhart, Texas. Here she is, Sarah Ellison, my great grandmother. God bless her soul. And then they start showing his DNA matches. Look at them. 32, 117. Except Diane Peoples, I met her, and this is how she matches me. Darius. So isn't that awesome how you see how many people I was able to get just like that?
Yes.
But you have to build your tree. You got to build your tree, and other people are building their trees, and so they combine those, and then
That's right.
then they take the DNA and they say most likely this person is related to you up through here, through there, and there are some errors, but you're not just shooting in the wind. Those are my DNA matches. You see that my DNA matches, and it gives me an idea where they related. And so when I have a conversation with you, I can, and if you show up on any of these pictures, then we could talk, and then we could start building our relationship, sharing your information, and I can share mine, and then that's how you build the tree and you build a solid foundation.
Right.
Go ahead, Miranda.
Just real quick, I was just going to say I put in the chat my GEDmatch number. I did find it.
You did?
I did.
Okay, let me take a look at it. Okay, cousin Deborah, did you see that GEDmatch number?
Yes, I do see it.
307. The reason why I can't come out of my workplace and pull it up. Do you? Uh-oh. Yes. I almost did. Let me see what. I might be able to do this with you all. Say, isn't this a blessing? We're not all stressed and pressed. I do this. Come on now.
That is true.
I mean, this was what makes it, fruitful, and this is part of our our open mic Sunday. It's open mic. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about. And this test this, verify that. Let me see.
Your background is relaxing me, cousin Jerry.
I know it. It's not just a picture, but it's animated too. The palm tree just blowing in the wind, the waves.
Right.
California. San Diego.
Imagine being on vacation.
Right.
Like that every day. Like that every day here.
It's even nice. In the winter?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's just like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, here it is, the fall, and what is it, 80 some odd degrees right now. I've got the AC running. That's probably what you're hearing in the background off and on. But
Miranda, are you in California too?
I am. I'm here in San Diego.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Wow.
That's so cool.
I really do wish that we had some real winter weather going on right now because this heat has been too much. This year it's been over the top.
Wow.
Our leaves are changing and falling on the ground.
Oh, see, I would love to be able to see that and experience that, the fall leaves and everything. Because I literally did just put a well, it's artificial flowers, but I went ahead and put an arrangement together just to kind of have a little something to remind me of fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just been warm for too long here, and
Nice.
I'm ready for some fall weather.
Yeah. We're just getting the fall weather right now, and it's nice. That's like one of my favorite times of the years when it starts to get cool because it gets really hot here in Florida.
Oh,
But
you're in
so,
Florida. What part?
yeah, I'm in Jacksonville.
Okay, my daughter's in Tampa.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
yes.
goodness.
Don't you have a storm coming?
Yeah, they say we do. We just got through one not too long ago, cousin Jerry. I'm not looking
Yeah.
forward. They're saying there's two that's brewing.
Yeah,
So
Michael. It's
hopefully,
called, it's called
yeah.
Michael or Mitchell, something.
Oh, there was
Milton,
a Milton.
Milton,
Milton. Yeah.
Milton,
Milton, yes.
Milton. On it.
Milton.
Yes. That's like
Yes.
one of my ancestral surnames.
Oh,
That one
okay.
in Gordon that just took place. One of my grandfather's last name is Gordon. Joyce.
Okay.
Joyce is an aunt, one of my aunt's married names. So it's been kind of an interesting conversation about the storms out there recently.
Right. Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, I just, prayers are going out to you all there in Florida and other areas because I've got a cousin who was just affected by Helene, really bad out there in Augusta,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, Helene was yes.
It
Yes,
was
there
a
are
lot
people.
worse than what we
Yes.
thought, I guess.
Yes,
But
she was a quiet. She wasn't quiet, but in a sense, she kind of was because we really didn't think that she was going to do all that she did. But
yeah,
yeah, she did a lot of damage. She really did. A lot
that's
of
what I
people.
heard.
Mhm.
Yeah, my cousin and her husband in Augusta, she said that they stayed with family all last week. They checked into a hotel on Friday, and she
Mhm.
said even to this day they still do not have water or power. It's a mess. She said it looks like a war
Yep.
zone out there, and I feel
Yep.
so bad for them.
I know it.
Thank goodness.
Okay, Miranda, here's
Yes,
our
sir.
here's our match.
Oh, oh, okay. Forgive me, you all. This is so exciting for me.
No, no, no.
And
It is
so
exciting.
this is how it is. You
We
put the
love
kids,
it.
you put the kids in, and
Okay.
and and you want and I put as a marker 10 centimorgans or above. I could have had it lower, like 8 centimorgans, or and I would have got more people. But
Okay.
this is enough for me to look at and see, okay, I know that this person, I know Frances Haywood.
Really? Okay.
Frances Haywood, she's my cousin, and she's on my father's side.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the she's a great genealogist. She's my mentor.
Oh,
Her
wow.
She's my mentor, and she manages 30, 40 kids. And
Oh,
so
my goodness.
her name shows up. There she is. And here's how it
Okay.
works. Um, my GEDmatch number is the FE, and cousin Miranda's is the RQ. And this is the line that separates the two right here. So
Oh, so that's how that
hers
works.
are over on that side,
Oh,
and
my goodness.
mine over on that side.
Mm-hmm.
And this shows the amount of shared DNA. Mine, with this person, I share 22 centimorgans. You share 12 centimorgans.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
showing. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, okay. No, I'm just amazed at all this. and I thank you for explaining this, because to me, honestly, I didn't understand it before when it's been some time now since we discovered that we were related. And to see this, this chart, it's a little bit overwhelming for me, but at the same time, it's good to see,
I'm breaking it
a
down for
visual.
you. I'm breaking it down for you because what happens is now these are the kit numbers over on the left. See the map?
Okay.
So that's
Yes.
their kit numbers. And some of these kit numbers are from other test sites. And so
Yeah.
so there's Ancestry kit numbers, and these are My Heritage, 23andMe.
Mm-hmm.
And then so what happens is then here's their names right here.
Okay.
And some of those names, like Frances, she manages this Aries. And so
okay.
and look at this. The person who matches you and I the closest is this C Sage. I have 22 centromorgans, which means that person is the fourth
Fourth cousin relation.
Fourth through sixth.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So that's theirs. And then that person matches you 12 centromorgans.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like about a little further. See that fifth generation right there? A little further.
Yes.
But that person matches you, and that person matches me. And then what you do, here's a generation difference right there.
Okay.
0.04. And then this is their email address. And so you can contact that person.
That is true. Yes.
See, they have their they have them. And I know about Brown Kitten at gmail.com. I know her. And I know Frances Haywood right here.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
And so that's how I could tell we could start doing our research on what branch. So you're definitely on my father's side of the family.
Oh.
That's the Mosses and the Brunels. And
okay.
And it has that Arkansas background, some Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you about the migration patterns, and then we can go further. We can go into it deeper at another time.
Sure. Okay.
So that's yours. And so watch this, everyone.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go back and go back one. And this is people who match both kits, one or two kits. I'm gonna do the kit number again.
Okay.
I'm gonna put mine in there. That's my number. And I'm gonna do cousin Deborah's, the XF 5292408. And look here, don't go lower than 10. So anybody just match me 10 centromorgans or up. I could put now this, I can put that number at 1, and you'll have more people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So let's display results with Deborah. Now look at this.
Oh wow.
Now look at these numbers.
Oh, those are high.
Yeah, they're high. So, see, here's mine right here.
Mm-hmm.
The FE, and here's the line that goes straight down here.
Okay.
And with this V Owens, they have 40 centromorgans. And with Deborah, there's 17 centromorgans. Mine is a 4.4 cousin. And this one here is a generation. See the generation, 4th generation right here. And look at this. This is Exale. Now him and look at this, Frances Haywood again. See this Frances Haywood? They're all tied into the same family. And I know it's Faye. I know her.
Wow.
Faye, and I know definitely know Francis Haywood, and here's Exel. Exel is Francis's nephew, and he manages Exel. He manages about 50 tests.
Wow.
And look at D. Owens.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. So I'm just showing you what we got here. So
It's
Shaq Wells is Adrian Wells's niece. Adrian Wells on Wednesday, on Friday, Freedmen Bureau Friday.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
what?
his name. Shaquille Wells.
Yeah. And you had mentioned something about this Will, Adrian, didn't you? That's us, right?
Yeah, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The
That's yours
fifth
and mine.
person down.
Yeah,
The
that's
fifth
yours.
person down.
Yeah. Now, how are you connected to Adrian Shackwell?
I'm not sure. I haven't figured her out yet.
But
Uh,
you are right here.
yeah. I knew I was, but I haven't figured her out yet. But so that shows that I'm not sure how I'm related to her on my mother's side or my dad's side, but it shows our connection through her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what GEDmatch does.
Hmm.
See, so that's how you use this tool. And then when we have more time on a one-to-one, then we go through. Let me do Lisa's. Okay, Lisa, you're here, right?
Yes.
Let me go back and do that's
Yes, I'm here.
this is where it all started with my cousin Lisa.
Right, it did.
And I got you, Miranda, so we in now, right?
Yes. Thank you.
So we all
I'm excited.
so here's mine again, and then I'm gonna go to this number. This number I'm gonna use Lisa's, and it's MP4. Uh-oh. And see, some of you, you've done your research, and you some things, more priorities came up, and you have your information, and so now you just have to dust it off, and then put it back into the game. Here she is. So there's Lisa and myself, and so Lisa, look, here's the line right here. Now
Hmm.
there's this one person matches me nine. Sheila does 91 Central Morgan,
Wow.
and they march
Wow.
1912.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
And this is a 3.6 century generations. That's a little further, but I know I talked to Katrina Newland. I talked to her, and so that's on the same side of the family that we were talking about uh, previously. So Christina Newland, I know her. That's on my father. That's on my father's side. His mother to my grandmother's side. So that's how I can tell about where we're at. So Christina, and then there's Kim
Hmm.
Gray. Kim Gray has
Okay.
two people. Look at you got two people. The Sheila and this Khan. So I'm
Hmm.
91 and 58. You're 12, 12, and 5. So that's how, and there's Christina. So that's how you recognize what branch that you're in. And I'm gonna go back one more time. Because y'all were asking about this. Uh, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, this is the home page. And then once you get your kit number, all you have to do is click. It's like you can use it for how to use GEDmatch. And then here's one to many. Here's one to many original. Once you get your kit number, I can pick one to many, and I'll say the kit number, there's my kit number, and display the results. Now, this is one to everyone who signed up in GEDmatch. And look what comes up here. The first person who shows up is young Moss. That's my grandson.
Oh, wow.
And see, this is his GEDmatch number. There's his email. And look how many he matches me, 19,
Yeah,
28.
right,
That's my daughter's son. That's Delon.
right.
And he took Ancestry. See, that's the test. That's the one, the test. What's that thing? You can see test, FTD, family tree maker. Here's Ancestry, my heritage. See 23andMe. See that over on this?
Yep,
So see all these people, they loaded it up. Now here's where I match them at.
right,
And these are look at the numbers. The higher numbers, just 1900. That's my grandson. And then here's my cousin, the Burnells. See them? Those are
yep,
these are on the Moss side. That's Monroe, and here's the Kendricks that deal with Kendricks. They deal with and here's Val. So these are my. And then look, you just go to the next page. But what this does is it shows you the testing company. Look at that. So I didn't have to pay for, that's where that one, family tree, that DNA. I didn't have to pay 23andMe. Now but I'm matching cousins, and that's why you use this platform.
right.
Oh, okay.
Then I can reach out to these people. These people won't show up on Ancestry. The ones who match me, there's Ancestry, and 23andMe. That person, he might not be on Ancestry. You see, and then you can contact them. So you might find a cousin that rates real high in these large segments that doesn't even show up on Ancestry, but they took the family tree DNA and uploaded their family tree DNA test to GEDmatch. And that's how they show up. Okay. So, my dear cousins, I yield.
Miranda, do you mind me putting your kit in another group, the hashtag All About Our Family Connection?
No, not at all.
Okay, wonderful.
Can you check my number against Miranda's, or did we already do that?
I can do that. Look at it.
Oh,
they read now.
Yeah, I would like to see mine as well.
That would be interesting. Cross-referencing here.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Let me back on up here and get on back on the track. All right, let's see where that one is. I like that, cousins.
Yeah.
Get my money's worth. Y'all thought, yeah, y'all are thinkers. That says, hey, let me go and get my money's worth out of this man. Let me get back into it. Let me create all these. Okay, here it is. And what cousin Deborah was talking about, there's ancestor projects. Is that the one you're talking about, Deborah? You're gonna add her number to this ancestor project, right?
No, I'm a moderator for David's hashtag All About Our Family Connection. So
Okay.
I'm adding her to his group.
Well, add it to add mine too, please. I don't know if it is. Yeah,
okay.
You got it?
Yes.
You have my kit number.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So let me answer cousin Lisa's question. So here's a home page, and you go down here and you say, people who match both kits.
You're not sharing.
Oh, let me get my stuff together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deborah.
Yeah, let me get my stuff together.
He was getting fifth gear too.
Sure was.
Right there. You
I
know,
was all ready to take notes.
There you go.
when we be rolling, you know. I be flying this Learjet.
Mm.
And 2 screens and monitors and everything. You know? All right. So can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So here's a home page right there. And then over here it says, go back. These are the different things that on the right hand, these free tools. You can do any of these one-to-one, ASML comparison, different kind of things. Now let's do this one. People who match both kits. I'll pick that one. And I'll put this kit number. What is your kit? I got it right here. Let me do it right. Lisa's is M E 412657. And the other one is well, that's Lisa's. Now I got to do Miranda's.
Yes, please.
All right, yours is RQ, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me write that down. RQ. Two 230-7454.
Correct.
Correct? Here we go.
All
1,
right.
2. I don't go to 3. I stop at 2. Display the results. Congratulations. You are DNA relatives.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow.
Oh, this is wonderful.
And here it is right here. The info.
Yes.
There it is right there. And then here's the RQ. 23. That's just Daryl Crosby and the Langford. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
RQ Miranda's. Here's 11. So it's a 5th. On yours, it's a 5th. And
Mm-hmm.
these people, they match it as a 4th. But look at the numbers of them. There's like there's this many different ones.
Okay.
And here are their here.
Oh my goodness.
The numbers
Wow.
are high too.
Yeah,
They are.
here their names are, and so there's their email addresses. There they all are right there. And it start from it's for, for me like the 23 and down to 10.
Okay.
I mean for Miranda, and then
Mm-hmm.
for no Miranda's they're
Oh, the 11?
11 and down. But
Yes.
Lisa they're 23 and down. There they are.
Okay.
But they are verifiable that you
Wow.
two match each other.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well, hello, cousin.
Hello, cousin.
I love it.
Nice to meet you. Love you.
Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, we are all related. Isn't that
Oh my
awesome?
gosh. Yes, it is. as they say, the DNA does not lie.
It does not lie.
Oh, this is awesome.
It really is. It really truly is.
I'm trying not to tear up. Oh my
I
goodness.
know.
Because all I keep thinking is, as they say, the ancestors would be proud that we have been able to find connections,
Right. Right.
considering how things were back then.
Exactly. And
Oh,
cousin Clarice, yours is coming real soon.
Yes, it is. I was just
It
going to say
is.
that.
Yours is coming
aw.
real soon.
Yes. Can
Oh, that's
cousin
wonderful.
Jerry, can you do me and Miranda as well, please?
Of course.
Yes,
Thank you.
please. Oh,
Y'all being so nice.
oh, this is awesome. This is so awesome, Jerry. I'm so excited.
Don't you want to have some fun today? Let's have some levity.
Yes,
Let's and it's like treasure hunting. This is our blessing.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Let's just get what Miranda's, right? And yours. All right. So let's get
yes,
Miranda.
please.
So Miranda's is RQ
Mhm.
2307.
Oh,
It's hers. And let me,
Miranda, did you get a screenshot of that? Because I thought I screenshotted it, but I didn't get it.
you know what? I sure did. I've been screenshotting all the results that have been coming up. So, yep.
Okay.
Is it okay to put the information in the chat, or should I exchange email addresses? Because let me, you know
We can exchange. You can do both. We can do both.
what? Okay, let me put my email address in here.
Okay.
Okay, here's this here, and then let's see. I don't quite remember what's what because I am literally on my phone, so it's a little bit harder for me to see the screens versus me
Oh, it's
being on my
okay.
laptop. So I'll send you what I have.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
okay, Deborah, got ready?
Yes.
Yes, you're not
Okay,
sharing yet.
Deborah, you do the countdown.
Um
3, 2,
One.
1.
Oh my goodness.
drum roll.
Anticipation.
I
Oh,
know
you're
it.
not
Drum
sharing yet.
roll.
You're not sharing yet.
Jerry, where are you at? Uh-oh, where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
Got it?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Woo!
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations, you are cousins.
Oh my
That's
goodness. Huge.
awesome.
Wow. Aw.
I love it. Oh,
Oh, this is
A
Joiner,
Herb
Joiner,
Joyner.
Joiner,
Wow. Yes.
Joiner.
awesome.
Do you
Joiner.
see Joiner?
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Joiner.
yes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's see. Do I recognize any of the surnames?
I'll make it so you can see most of it right there.
I see the surname Joiner for me.
Right. Yes. H Joyner. Is that email address familiar, cousin Lisa?
No.
Well,
Mm.
here they are. Here's yours. Let me break them down for you because you got some pretty healthy numbers here.
Okay.
Yes.
The RQ, this is Miranda's. Here's hers over on the left side. She has 19. This person matches fourth, right about the same one. And
Okay.
this this Demos 15. See that they have two of them. And
Mm-hmm.
then Miranda, and then cousin Deborah, here's yours. You have 20 central and
I'm
you're
shocked.
fourth through seventh generation. So this person is a
My
fourth
goodness.
to
She a
you,
bishop.
and she's a fourth to you, Maria. See that?
Okay.
And then as they come down,
Amazing.
19 down to 10,
Mm-hmm.
and then here's a 20, a Deborah 15, and then here's a 20 that popped up with this here Gibbs, and then this
Oh,
good
yeah.
Gibbs. See that?
Nicole Bishop.
They're a
Yeah.
little higher on that one. And then this Sherry McClurry, She has two of them that she's managing. And look here, both of you. Look who's a common denominator. Francis Haywood. My mentor, Francis Haywood. You see
Oh
that?
my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Remember I
Wow.
tell you about Francis Haywood?
Yes. So okay, so we'll have to reach out to Miss Francis.
She's the common denominator. Look at,
Wow.
and
Eric
she had
Kirkwood.
Eric
Oh,
Eric Kendall.
Kirkwood.
So she's my common denominator. When I see her name, she's the
wow.
she's the guru.
Now I have to say I've been to Florida, let me see, 4 times this year, and I usually go anywhere from 1 to maybe 3 times a year. So I will have to put Jacksonville on the list.
Most
Oh my
definitely.
goodness.
And I'm in
Yes.
Cincinnati, Ohio. So you said you want to see the Four Seasons.
Yes.
Right.
We have it
Yeah.
all.
Right.
Okay. And then my other half, he's from Cleveland, Ohio, and he's got family there.
Oh,
So yeah, okay.
okay. Yeah, that
I have
Cleveland.
family in Cleveland too, and also have family in Cincinnati, but also in Cleveland as
All
well.
right now.
Yeah,
We gonna have to make it a family affair.
Yes,
right.
we will. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, I love it, love it, love it.
I know it. How do
Yeah.
I say? Because I'm taking screenshots, but my phone is not taking the pictures. So okay, I'm saving the chat. Okay, I got it.
And
Okay.
I'll be able to do screenshots and give them to you clear. You like the ones I sent you? You know,
Thank you,
the
Okay.
cousin.
email them to
Yes.
you.
That's wonderful.
Thank
I,
you.
I'll email them and send them to you in that way,
Okay.
and then you'll be able to use them. That's that's the wonders. That's when I give presentations. DNA is one of the wonders of the world.
Yes.
Mhm.
One of the
This technology is something. It frustrates me sometimes, but for things like this, oh my goodness.
Right.
It's a blessing, and I'm grateful for it.
Right.
Oh, thank you, Jerry, so much. I haven't been on in a good while, and haven't been on much, but I'm so grateful, and I'm going to do my best to be
Yes.
on more often. And thank you for changing it back to Sundays, because I noticed, I guess they were on Mondays, but I'm at work at 4
yeah.
p.m.
Well, again, it gives me great joy and to see the fruits. You know,
Oh,
it's a blessing that each one of you are there, and we're working here, and we're working with each other.
mm-hmm.
It's pretty humbling, really. It gives me a purpose. We all need it.
Oh,
This gives me one to reach out to you, connect, and have some
Oh,
fun, smile. You know,
yes.
this is bigger than any game show when you can connect your
Oh, definitely.
right.
Family
Absolutely.
connections.
Absolutely.
and this uses technology. You see how we're using it?
Yes.
Just have a private meeting, go over. See, now we have the basic concept. We know we're connected. Now we can start going and working closer with the tools that we use to see which branch, and
That's
then
right.
then go. Then we'll probably make some more connections, and then but the main thing is we know we are.
Right.
Come on now.
Awesome.
And we can help each other.
That's right.
So
Looking forward to it.
that's what I have for today. Do y'all have anything else you want to go over or explore? Uh, any other questions?
Yeah.
It's open mic.
Okay.
Any questions? Now that you know that your cousins, do you have any questions for each of you or anything like that?
Let's see. Well, we have found that we're connected, and we kind of have an idea of where each is located so far. So, and I put my email address in the chat.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
taking it down right now.
Okay. And then let's see. I know I'm probably blowing up the chat, but I literally just put a bunch of screenshots in case anyone wants to try to capture them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I'm not sure how that works when it comes down to Zoom. If something's put in the chat, is it no longer accessible once the Zoom closes or ends?
Well, let me tell you what I do when I'm on a meeting. I'm giving you a tool, a tip.
Okay.
Before the meeting,
Mm-hmm.
I open up uh, an email, and I
Okay.
and I and I and I have it open for me, and I have say meeting notes, and I'll put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order, and then while it's over on my screen, and so
Uh-huh.
and if you have a chat, something on your chat, as a matter of fact, I'll show you. I can show you more than I can
Okay.
tell you. Watch this.
Sure.
Let me show you.
And then I did have just one other question.
Go ahead, continue.
Okay. I was just wondering, okay, so since we have been able to utilize the GEDmatch numbers and connect with those from different oh goodness, how do you say? I guess just different genealogy
Platform,
kits and so
different platforms.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, different platforms. Do you recommend it to be necessary to try all the different tests or just stick with certain ones or
Well, the
because
one
Ancestry seems to be the main one.
ancestry is the one that's good for is the best that I've discovered for
Okay.
connecting family members. It has a larger database,
Okay.
and it's they're trying to compete after COVID. Before COVID it blew up, and so after
Okay.
COVID, people stopped spending time on it, and
Uh-huh.
so they had to start. They had to start competing with the other platforms like GEDmatch. And so you see how they started using some of the tools that GEDmatch uses and they put it in their platform.
Yes, I've
So they,
noticed that.
so they want to make sure that you pay for
Mm-hmm.
them. But the genuineness is the GEDmatch one because that started off with the law enforcement and it wasn't accessible to the public.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
It was only to
okay.
the law enforcement. Uh,
Oh, okay.
it
That's
was,
interesting.
it was,
Okay.
no, that wasn't that. That's why GEDmatch has all these privacy concerns. I mean,
Uh-huh.
when you sign into GEDmatch, you have to step back and say, "Wait a minute, now I got to make sure what I put on there." They have these. You got to say, "Hey, you can use it for if for public consumption, quote unquote," because
Okay.
the Golden State Killer was found on the GEDmatch platform
Oh,
Wow.
15,
okay. I didn't know that.
15 years after he committed those crimes up in the Bay Area.
Uh-huh.
And so what happened is GEDmatch had uh, a, a cousin, a relative of his, who had who was in the database. He was in
Uh-huh.
the database, and they and the investigators had DNA from a few of these uh, people who were the victims. And so
Yes.
they put their database in GEDmatch. And so GEDmatch started circulating. And then
Mm-hmm.
it came up. You see how I was looking at these fourth and fifth?
Yes.
It came up to about a fourth or fifth relative of this Golden State Killer. And so,
Wow.
so what they did is they focused on this fourth or fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Then they started going by digression and separation and going down to the third, the fourth. And then they started seeing his relatives who lived in that area. And then there was this gentleman who lived in the Bay Area that
Mm-hmm.
that they could they can say he's probable who the person is. And so they surveyed him. They put surveillance on him. And he went into a coffee shop, came out of the coffee shop, and dumped his coffee after he drunk it in a trash container.
Because of the DNA.
Shows where they'll get that DNA.
And they waited and got that DNA, got that cup.
Wow.
And that cup had his DNA on it. And that's how they solved the Golden State Killer story. It was solved by that.
Whoa, that is a trip.
Wow. And that's GEDmatch now.
Yeah.
And so that's why they ask us when we go on, like all these people who match you, don't do a blanket to them, or like get all their emails say, hey, I met you on GEDmatch, could you get back with me? Do it individual.
Yeah.
Be private about it. That hey, we matched. Like because their purpose for doing it is just like ours. They want to meet who their relatives are. But you don't want to take a shotgun approach with the people in GEDmatch. You want to be more personable with them.
Right.
And
that's true.
And you'll find some cousins that you never would have found.
Yes.
You never would have found them. And I could testify to it because there were some GEDmatch connections to me. I reached out to them, and they ended up being some of my they were the connections to my second great grandparents, Reuben and C.B. Moss.
Wow.
Who are they migrated to California because their sons were porters, Pullman porters.
Yes, yes.
And they lived down in that. The sons did, and they worked for the brand new Van Nuys Hotel in downtown. They were porters. They were tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh goodness. All right.
Ain't no shame in this game.
All right now.
Oh goodness.
So they were porters, and
Yes.
a porter job, it was upper middle class job for after slavery. To have that job, to be a porter or Pullman porter, it was an upgrade in you were up at like middle class, and it brought them out of it was distinguished. And
Yes.
and so that's what happened. A few of my great uncles were Pullman porters.
Yes.
They migrated to California, and they brought their mother and father, which is my second and great grandparents, with them. After a few years, they came. So that's why I got a connection here in California. And here I am. I'm from Nebraska, but I came out, and now here I find out through DNA now that I have a plethora amount of relatives, both sides of the family, who live here in heaven on earth, California. So I just want to share the story with you because everybody has a story.
Everyone.
Yes.
That's for sure.
That's right.
Okay, so let me just show you this here real quick.
Sure.
This is it. Can you see this email?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in the course of our meetings on Freeman Fridays or any other meetings that I'm at, they add information in the chat. And so in the chat, what I do is I'll go in the chat, copy it. If it's the link, copy it. If it's a number, and I compose an email to me, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as I'm going through the meeting, I copy it and I come over here and look like Rosamund, I've pictures, and I picked this one. That was one of the leaks. And so they talked about that at the meeting.
Okay.
they talked about, because I'm dealing with heavyweights, collecting the compound plantation records. You see that?
Right. Wow.
Here's one. So while I'm listening to the meeting, different people are they sharing their information, because we have some genealogy, the wise people, and look, they're giving us this information.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I come over here and I click on the writing for and then copy and I paste it there. Here's one right here.
Wow.
And that concerned servants and slaves, 1705.
Wow.
So
Oh my
that's,
goodness.
yeah.
That looks interesting.
Yeah. So they're when you win them, they and so here's one. National Park is talking about 1793, some information about lands that were National Park Service.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you might remember some of the things that, and, there was a tree. So I'll copy a tree and put it in there. And one more right here. Oh, see, Lisa,
Wow.
see Lisa Smith?
Yep.
You put
Yep.
that in the chat. So I got it out of there.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
yeah, it is.
So that's what I do. So while I'm in a meeting, I
Mm-hmm.
just sit here and I have this open. So while we're going over things, all these things that are in this chat, I put them on, and then I'll have them for me for when I have time to go over them. All this information that they share with me, I could use it. Oh,
Right.
look at this one. This is pretty cool. They discussed U.S. Census questions at a glance. So they talked about that. See, so you can look up a little, make it bigger.
Well, check you out, Cousin Gary. Multitasking. I was over here folding laundry. Go off to the side.
Yeah. See what they talk about? See, check marks for the census. They had 1790 census, 1800. The head of house name, all
Mm-hmm.
numbers and birthplace, number of aliens, non-naturalized residents, number of free to color. See, so this is what they used the chart for the details for the census, all the way up
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to 1940.
Wow.
So when the census enumerator went around, that's what they used
Okay.
on the census.
My goodness.
So that's the
That's
example
awesome.
with these chats. All this information, if I wanted to get it, I'll sit here, I'll copy and paste it and stick it right over there on that. Ding, 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 ding. So I'll have it.
Well,
Links,
thank you for sharing that information. That is really interesting.
and so
Yeah.
you get a whole meeting. Every meeting that I attend, they're giving out links. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I have time, I'll go back to review that meeting. I can go through the links. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
And then I was able to share. Look how quick I was able to share it with you.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Instead of talking about it, I showed you what I did.
There you go. Well, I just learned something. I will definitely try to
Yes.
mimic a little bit of that there, be able to save
Right.
some links, and all that.
Right.
That's good.
That's real good.
Yeah,
Because we
because
can keep a Word doc open too to kind of copy and paste too, right? Maybe.
yeah, you can do that, but at least you see what I'm talking about. That same principle.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. But as for writing it down here and all this other thing, you want to have it where you can get it, you can click it and
Yes.
copy and paste because it goes fast. When
Mhm.
True.
different people
Yes.
presentations, and I might step away from the meeting and get something to eat or something like that.
Right.
And when I come back, there's about 3 topics, and
Oh, yeah.
they're sending their links, they're connecting, and then I get
Mhm.
meeting, and I'll go back to what my last one was, and I can copy this one, copy that one, and paste it
Yep.
over on my email, my list,
Mhm.
and I'm up to date. So when I do have time, I'll be able to just open them up, and I can share them just like I just shared them with you all.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
And do some of you remember some of those topics that we had Friday, Lisa?
There was a lot.
But we went over that was Friday's meeting.
Right. Yep.
It's that's how I that's how was I able to get Lisa's. You saw her GEDmatch number was on that.
Hmm.
See?
Right.
So so while I'm in these meetings, that's what I'm doing. I'm gleaming what I can from it so I can
Right.
use it again.
Right.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
we got some heavyweights. Heavyweights.
Yes.
You know,
Wow.
they doing some genealogy. They're out there. You know,
Right.
they're on the ground. They're some warriors. They're on the ground.
Right. I've learned a lot.
That's awesome. I'm trying to
Um,
get there.
You and me both, cousin. You and me both. It's a
Yeah,
process. It's a
it
process.
sure is. I mean,
Cousin
I do
Jerry,
have a lot of information, but it's a lot to keep up with.
Cousin
Yeah.
Jerry, how long does your meetings usually last?
We're about done now. They last 2 hours.
Okay. I had added you all to the group. I just wanted to share a couple things real quickly, but I can do that next meeting.
Oh no, go ahead. You
Yeah,
can talk.
I have time.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
this
okay.
is uh, uh this is open mic Sunday. Open mic. Go ahead.
It's open mic,
Okay.
cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to, hold
Good.
anybody if it
Oh
was
no, 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 you're fine.
okay. So,
And tell us what it is. Give us some background on it, fellas.
sure. hmm Let me move this out of the way. I hate when this is in the way like this. Okay. It's not gonna move. So,
Isn't
this
this
is
awesome, cousins? Isn't this awesome?
yes, it is. So this is the GEDmatch homepage. Um, I have
Oh,
I have my 2 kids and my son, Asa McMillan.
hmm.
I have my mother with my cousins, my 2 first cousins, since their last name is Sagas. I have her with my 2 cousins on the Sagas page. So to get to where I want to go, which is the ancestor projects, it's up under free
Excuse me,
tools.
cousin Deborah. How did you like? I had my grandson and I had mine. How did you get them in that list where you put it at right there? How did you?
Um,
Is there a place that you can? Is this a certain thing? Because I have his kid number.
yeah,
I have mine.
uh-huh, yeah.
How do you
So
get them where you can see them that quick?
I'll click on my son. So you click on manage, I believe. Don't get me to lying. Uh, yeah, manage, and you can change where they are. See, kit transfer right here,
Uh-huh.
and you put in your email address, and
Okay.
it'll transfer. It'll transfer where they are to your email address,
Okay.
and you can have up to 5 people per email address before they start charging you.
See, isn't that valuable information?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, because I tested twice with Ancestry, and with my mother that would make 4. So I said, let me move her over to my cousins, my 2 brother, their brother and sister, and so it'd be 3 over there and 3 here.
Thank you.
So Ancestor Projects is under free tools. It's the last heading under free tools. So you click on Ancestor Projects, and
Hmm.
then you get this page. Whoops. Nope. You get this page. utilities. You get a different list of all of the projects. And
Okay.
so I'm going to fast forward. Can't. So I put in, this is the name of the group, hashtag all about our family connection.
Okay.
You put in your GEDmatch number. I lowered the center mortgage down to 3, even though the default is at 7, but I lowered them down to 3. And also deselect this exclude chromosome 23, which is the X chromosome. You want to deselect that, or else it's not going to show. Before they had it a default showing the X chromosome, but now they don't. So you want to deselect that. Excuse me. And so this is Miranda's kit. There's 2,573 people in the group. And so what's helpful for me is
What do you mean that that's her kit?
this is, I'm sorry, your question?
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, my
That's her kit?
GEDmatch number?
Yes. This is Miranda's
Yeah.
GEDmatch kit number.
All right. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And it's,
And what did they do? They went into the group that you had, that all of you've had, and they're doing some comparisons in that kit.
yeah, I'm comparing Miranda's kit against the 2,573 people in hashtag all about our family connection.
Oh
Right.
my goodness. Wow.
And it's comprised of people who match. Well, David Anthony Taylor, he started his own group.
Okay.
And at the time that I joined, about 3 years ago, yeah, about 3 years ago, it was 500. And now we're up to 2,573. And so
Cool.
what I like about this group is that we are all, it's like a control group to me. And
Okay.
it's as opposed to just people in the group, is people that we know. For instance, Joy Climbs, she is a cousin in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Uh,
Okay.
she's on my Brundage side. Tracy is her mother. Nicholas
Wow.
Roby is on Friday. He's Caucasian, and he said that he has an extensive um, tree that his grandfather, great grandfather, or his grandfather and father wrote
Hmm.
like on the walls. And so and he has Bibles. He's willing to share that with us.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
he said that a lot of the enslaved um, people came from Robert King Carter. So most of us are matching from Robert King Carter. So that's a name that
Wow.
is probably going to show up in your tree somewhere. But yeah, Nicholas Roby, he's on Fridays on Freedmen Bureau Friday Zoom at 7 o'clock on Fridays.
okay.
Um,
Wow.
What's Nicholas what?
Nicholas Roby.
Oh yeah. Right, well,
So interesting. Okay. Freedmen Bureau Friday Zoom.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And so that group they have a Facebook uh, group, UV UV. I'll have to get that. I'll put it in the chat. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly where. But stop me, cousin Jerry, or anybody if you see anyone that's familiar,
okay. Go ahead.
or let me know if I'm going too fast. And so I have these. Okay, let me preface this by saying this. Um, okay, so in this first column is the kit numbers, the name of um the kit.
Okay.
This icon shows if they have uh, a tree on GEDmatch.
Oh, okay.
And this is the chromosome. So Joy Climbs is matching you, Miranda, on your chromosome number 1. So everybody on this list is matching you.
Oh, wow.
This start number and this end number is where the segment on chromosome 1 starts and ends. The centimorgans it's the measurement 5.1. So
Okay.
this segment is 5.1. I'm not sure what the SNPs are, nor the overlap, but the most recent common MRCA is most recent common ancestor, and I liken that to the generation. So Joy Climbs is more or less a 7th generation match.
My goodness. Okay.
Wow.
Then you have the email where they test at, and then this last column is the actual chromosome. So it's showing on the chromosome where they're matching you. And they also have them in color. So the color isn't significant. It's because it could be blue tomorrow. It's the different color. So all these red is the same group.
Whoa.
Everybody in this red is one grouping.
Okay.
So
Oh,
conceivably, if they all are on your mother's side, they can all have the same common ancestor. Or if they were all on your dad's side, they could all have the same common ancestor.
my
Wow.
goodness.
That's awesome.
It's interesting yet overwhelming, but I'm looking forward to just finding out all that I
You're
can.
here for it. You're here for it.
Oh my goodness.
So here's one of
Okay.
David Anthony Taylor's kits, Nicholas Carter. He has Carter, Turner, um, he has at least over 50 kits in this, starting out this group.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot. I don't know how people do it because keeping up with one is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cousin Jerry he's kind of heading that way.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially collecting all these GEDmatch numbers.
Yeah, we have a group in that right there. Our group number, it's in there. Moll's Genealogy Research Group is in there.
Mm-hmm.
I have one too. And
To me, the
you have to get that many people, like they said, to give you their numbers so you can put it in that group.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what happens. And I think we had to have at least 100.
Oh,
Demita Parrish lives in Dayton, Ohio.
okay.
Yeah, she's another one. So I'm not gonna hold up. What I think is interesting though is on the X chromosome. I'll slide down to that. The X chromosome, and you have quite a bit. The X chromosome is either your mother or your father's mother. Is the female chromosome.
Okay.
Oh, look,
So
that's me right there. That's me.
exactly. So
That's
Tori,
Tori.
yeah, Tori
Wow.
Tori is Lisa's daughter.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Cousin Deborah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Miranda. That's
Yes.
really cool. That's
Yes.
so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So it's saying that Tori matches Miranda.
Oh.
Um, and it has to be through Lisa because it's her
Okay.
mother.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
And NA means that it's so far back that it because
Hard
it
to
doesn't
tell.
go past 8 generations. That
Wow.
match goes to 8 generations, right, cousin Jerry?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it can't go past 8 generations. And here's cousin Lisa's email address.
Oh my.
Yes. That's
Oh.
another email address that you can reach me at as well.
Okay.
Um, wow.
This is awesome. Ooh.
I didn't even see Tori's name. I just saw my email and I was like, wait a
Yeah,
minute, hold up.
I saw that and I'm like, oh, I got to show this part.
Wow.
And so another one. So Miranda, I believe that you're on our on Brundage side because Ida Mae Brundage
Uh-huh.
is my dad's mother's the Brundage side. There's 15 different spellings of Brundage. My
Hmm.
spelling
Okay.
is Brundigge. This is another spelling of Brundage.
Okay.
But Ida Mae Brundage is how I found this cousin, Deidre Brown Stewart. Her email address is Lene01. So while you're in GEDmatch, if
Uh-huh.
if you're while you're in GEDmatch, if you're on your computer, you can do Command or Control F and just
Okay.
type in LAN, uh, in,
Um, Larry,
oh,
Alpha, Nancy.
yes.
Okay.
And you can see Deidre has almost 50 kids or different people that she's managing too. Patricia Martin, she's over 90 years old. And she's
What?
well, yeah, she's well, see, there's 40 over 45 hits. She's well aware of, she's another great researcher. Beverly Pack,
Okay.
the same. She's well aware of the different people.
Okay.
In Rachel Brown, this is her brother. Here's Deidre right here. So you match her. And she's more than willing to share. She has
Mm.
all her stuff in binders, like very,
Oh my goodness.
very
Now Brown, well, it's kind of definitely a common last name, but I have Browns on both sides, so it's kind of
Yeah, I
wow.
fascinating.
do too. I was getting ready to say that. That's interesting.
And so here's Ida Mae on your second chromosome two. So not
Okay.
only is she on your X chromosome, your female
Mhm.
chromosome, but she's on your chromosome two as well.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, yeah, she's a wealth of information. Deidre Brown.
Deidre Brown.
Yes. Hmm.
I,
Uh,
I match I match Deidre.
you do?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, that's another Zoom call.
yeah,
She
we
can give you more history of the Brundages
yeah we met.
Okay.
and Georgia history.
Well, she's part of the Friday,
Georgia.
right?
Okay.
Deidre, she's part of the Friday group, right?
No, no. Oh my goodness. No, she isn't. But no, she isn't. So I just saw something. So Fallon Saggis,
Yeah, I saw that too.
I didn't
Wow.
see that.
Yeah.
My oh my goodness. Okay, so Fallon is my first cousin. Uh her
Oh,
her dad is my mother's brother.
okay.
Whoa.
Wow.
So this leads me to believe that I'm sure that my mother and my father are distant cousins.
Well, they say it happens
Yep.
due
Yeah,
to circumstances back then. Oh, wow.
because Deidre is my Brundish side, but my
Uh,
mother would show up on different things. There's no reason for my mother to show up on my dad's side of.
yeah, yeah.
So this is, yeah, Fallon Saggis
But
Hmm.
right here on the
but
X chromosome.
but when Miranda came in, everything came out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? I guess with situations like that, that's the very probably one of different reasons as to why they used to have people take those blood tests before getting married
Right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
to make sure you weren't related.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Yep.
And nowadays, it makes me wonder: do we need to go back to that, or should people say,
Right.
"Hey, let me see your ancestry kit, please"?
Right. Right.
When
Yep.
nobody get
I tell
married
my
then,
daughter that all the time. You might have to have, folks take one of those, DNA kits just because I mean, on my
Exactly.
side
Because
and
you
her
never
father's
know.
side, there's a lot of folks between Florida, Georgia, Alabama,
Right.
and folks just travel.
Right.
And so,
Exactly.
cousin Jerry, did you know you were related to Shelby, Shel, Shel, uh, Shelby Cohen.
Which
No,
one's that?
Shelby. Shelby was moderating on Friday.
Oh yeah, her.
Yes.
No, I didn't
Here's
know.
here's one of her kits right here. OM.
Uh-huh.
This is your kit right here.
My goodness, this is
Oh, no,
cool.
I didn't know I was.
Wow, well, you know
So,
now, cousin.
right. So yeah. And most of her people are in Merlin, as she
Uh-huh.
says it. Merlin.
Wow. Oh
That's
my
pretty
goodness.
cool.
Yeah. Um, Dante Eubanks. You've met cousin Dante, haven't you, cousin Lisa?
Was he I don't know. Was he in the meeting Friday?
No. He's been on a couple of Zooms. He's
Okay.
he's like a straight up history buff.
Okay.
Now,
Wow.
Shannon Christmas doesn't believe in low centimorgans. However,
Oh,
um, if you want to do the low centimorgans, cousin Jerry, you will be
Wow,
related to
look at
him.
that. Look at that.
that's interesting. She doesn't believe in them, but if they're there, you're related.
Shannon's a guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
He
Oh,
got it.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
he's
Please excuse me.
Wow.
That's very interesting, though.
he's a
Wow.
real
Wow.
he's a real
That's
interesting
interesting.
he's a real interesting researcher on the group, boy. When he talks, people listen.
Yeah, he does.
I love his accent.
Like E.F. Hutton.
It shows me matching him.
Yep.
Uh,
Uh,
Chromosome
Lisa,
one is that?
What's your email address again?
My email address
On here. What
on
was it?
here is lssmithyoung3@gmail.com.
Wow.
Okay, so here you are. And here's Tori and
That's
Amber.
Amber and Tori.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
On chromosome 4.
those are my kids, cousin Jerry.
Uh-huh. I see him.
They come late to the party, but they here.
You
They're on
see,
chromosome 6.
cousin Miranda, you see what I meant about when they start talking about chromosomes?
Yes.
See,
And I'm also looking at all these last names and surnames
so
and things.
when they go up to GEDmatch, now they're gonna be talking about some chromosomes. See,
Yeah.
Yeah, which is definitely
Wow.
you know
They're
what?
different than the centimorgans.
Yeah.
on chromosome 17.
17. Okay.
Okay. Yep. On chromosome 17. All right.
Wow.
Uh, Joan. Oh, so Joan,
Mhm.
Brundy Cabarrus, I believe cousin Joan is a 16th variation of Brundage because
Wow.
cousin Joan matches us the Brundages, and we
Mhm.
believe
Oh,
Brundy is another variation of
right.
Brundage.
I could
Right.
see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, double wow.
And so,
Oh,
oh, and
sweet.
here's Deidre Lene, one of her
Yep.
kids, Maurice
Yep.
Wheeler. He has
Mhm.
some YouTube videos. He's an author, I believe.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm
Maurice.
skip down to the X chromosome. Do you know Maria Spurlock?
No.
Cousin Jerry.
No.
Hmm.
Cousin Jerry.
Cousin Jerry.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so Maria Spurlock is on your X chromosome. So
Mhm.
that would be either from your her
Mother.
mother or
Yeah.
her father's mother.
Mm.
Wow.
This is an interesting story. So Justin Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Justin, Deidre's sister, uh, one of Deidre's sisters adopted Justin and his sister. Well, it turns out that uh, they are they are related to the family anyway, but they're
Wow.
both
Whoa.
adopted into the family.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So
I think I kind of remember her telling that story kind of one time. I think we were on the phone together with her.
Yeah. So it's Justin and Brittany.
Mhm.
One sister adopted Justin, and the other sister adopted Brittany.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it turns out that they were adopted. I mean, they related anyway into the
Right.
family
Right.
Whoa.
from out of
Yeah.
North Carolina, I believe.
Okay.
What
My goodness.
are the
Yeah.
odds?
Right.
And then we're on your page, cousin Lisa. This is Lisa's
Wow.
mother, and then her daughters.
Oh.
Uh, okay, I'm going to skip to your X chromosome. And you have a lot of X's. Of course, your daughters and your mother.
Alicia Brown.
There's a Bankins.
Mm.
Florence Bates is the 90-year-old that Deidre has. So we know that's on the Brundage side.
Okay.
Again, Beverly Patton.
Okay. Wow. Hmm.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of X's. My goodness.
Yeah, this is why I said we're double cousins, because why my cousin Fallon and the twins' father is
Hmm.
matching you,
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
But
Oh.
this is why I'm glad that they were tested, because
Yes.
I'm not matching you like that, and neither was my son, but they are,
Right.
and it's
Wow.
in A, so it's past 8 generations.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting how
Wow.
that works.
Wow.
Here's your mom again.
Yeah, I see that.
This is my former pastor. Oh my goodness.
What?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I told her like a couple months ago we were related. So this is interesting. On Oh my goodness. Okay, so her mother just passed away a couple of months ago.
Hmm.
Wow.
And the father that she knew all her life to be her father isn't really her father. So she just found her father like a few months before that.
Whoa.
Wow.
So it's still not telling me if it's her mother or her father's mother, how
Right.
how we're related, because it's on the X chromosome.
Wow.
Even though they're both here on Ancestry, um, still don't know. But
Wow.
that's interesting though. I
You
didn't
know,
see that before.
what's so unique about this? We see all these numbers, but
Mm-hmm.
cousin Deborah, she's giving us a story as
Yeah.
Right.
she goes through. Isn't
Uh-huh.
that awesome?
Yes, it is.
Oh
I
man,
am truly grateful
Yes, me too.
what a
because
That's
story!
I
that's awesome.
had never
This,
match in such detail.
yes.
It makes more sense now to understand it. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Wow.
And Deborah, you were even saying, "Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
this. How could I, how could I not keep the doors open for this kind of
Wow.
no?
Oh,
I think we all have been I don't know if the bamboozled is the right word, but it's like I'm
enlightened.
telling you, my head is swimming right now.
Wowed. Yeah, we've been
Yes.
wowed.
How do they say mind blown? It's just
Mind
like,
blowing,
wow,
yes. Mind
amazing.
blowing and be wild. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Wow.
so grateful.
As am I.
Well, we have
Oh,
some plans. Thank you for that presentation,
Yes.
yes, thank you.
being patient, and that was awesome, and
And
I
to
agree.
I
to
can't
share. You know,
I can't wait to see what cousin Clarice has to
Me
share.
too. Me too.
Yes.
So cousin Clarice, you're gonna call Ancestry tomorrow, right?
They might still be open now. I know they're open on Sundays.
Well,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah, but tomorrow for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
and I'll
Yeah.
make sure I get that kit out to her tomorrow. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, we'll do.
Either way, I'll get the kit out to her, and I may have to tell her how to activate it. You know,
That's
put
all
the,
right.
put the number in and all this other kind of stuff.
Mhm.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
definitely, most definitely. This has been
So
really
could we have
exciting.
closing comments from Deborah, Lisa, and then Clarice? Closing comments are what you thought about this meeting, the format, and what did you get out of the meeting?
It's just been very interesting. I mean, I just can't wait until all these discoveries, not to mention just the ones that I don't know about, but not to mention ones that I hadn't even thought about. I mean,
Right.
finding out
Right.
stuff that, oh, really? Oh, my ex-pastor, oh, my this, my that, and the other. It's like,
Right.
okay, very interesting.
And I'll expedite that kit. And if
Yes, yes,
anytime if any of you see if you need a kit, let me know. If somebody has a financial hardship, they really are enthused about getting getting tested. I'll extend a kit to them.
Oh,
That's very gracious.
yes, it
it
is.
really
Thank you.
is.
Your
Absolutely.
thank you, Deborah. Your closing comments, please.
Yes, I thank you for inviting us to the group. That, like you said, God works in mysterious ways, and
Mm.
that was right on time, night before. Um, um, I've never seen the Burrell surname in my
Burnell.
in my research.
Bur-
Burnell, I'm sorry.
um,
So that's a name that I'm going to have to start researching once I really start uh, researching heavily again. And I'm looking forward to just coming to the meetings and claiming from each other. And
yeah,
I mean, we may not know exactly how we're related, but the DNA says we are, so that's good enough for me.
Right.
good enough for me too.
I
Thank you,
second that. I second that.
Lisa. Your closing remarks, please.
I'm just grateful to be here and thankful for everyone's time and uh everything that they have shared. I'm just happy to be a part, and this is really awesome.
Well, it was great that you were patient enough and you were working on your technical challenges,
Issues, yes.
and and
Thank
and,
you.
and we're working through that. And
Yes.
if it takes us to have private meetings or vice versa, let's do whatever it takes for us to communicate.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you all.
Cousin Miranda, closing comments.
I just wanted to say thank you, Jerry, for the invitation, and I thank you all for all the information you've shared. And I think I've been on maybe two previous meetings, and I feel more connected this time.
Aw.
And it was so exciting to see the information and to be able to learn something a little more outside of ancestry, because that's the main one that I work out of. But I thank you all so much, and because you know how you know your closest family members, of course, because you've gotten to know them because they're the first set of family. But when you start being able to make those connections and reaching out to distant family members,
Mm-hmm.
that right there is something.
Right.
So
I
I just
agree.
thank you all so much.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
your first,
Welcome.
your some of your first friends are your cousins.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
They're the first ones you can go to their house, spend the night, and and
Uh-huh.
the other adults trusted the kids, but your cousins were your first friends, and at this stage of my life, you're my last friends, and I love that.
Oh. Oh.
So
Well.
Oh,
it's a blessing. we've lived this long, and we're cousins at this
Amen.
time.
Right.
Yes.
Look how much
Yes, it
we've had
is.
today,
It,
and so we're DNA cousins, but we're cousins.
that's
That's
right.
right.
And
Yeah.
in my case, my dad didn't really take us around his side of the family. I mean, Alabama, I knew my grandmother and a couple of people that he trusted, but other than that, I didn't know my dad's side of the family. And then
Oh,
on my mother's, kind of the same. So,
wow.
I said when my grandmother started getting sick, I said once the matriarch
Right.
passes, I'm starting to feel lost, and
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't have any family, so that made me
Right.
want to reach out more. But of course, when Roots, I was all up in front of the TV. They had to tell me to move away.
Right.
uh, but this always been a passion of mine. But
Mhm.
even though I don't go all out all that much, I still socialize with my family, and I love it.
Right. Right.
Yes, and I say that God is the source. We're the
Mhm.
messengers,
That's
Yep.
and
right.
sometimes they
Amen.
don't want to hear the message, but it's still the truth.
Yep.
And
Yes. So
and
true.
it's important how we give it to them, but that's our responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's an honor to be the family historian.
Yes. Yes,
I
it is.
agree.
It truly is. Everybody doesn't have the passion, nor the
The
tenacity.
patience. Yep.
Thank you.
They,
That's
yeah,
so true.
they don't. Yeah, patience,
Ooh, that's
right?
so true.
Well,
Drive. They don't have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
well,
But you know
again,
what? To piggyback on that, I think I know for me, a lot of that comes from like what you said, cousin Deborah, is not knowing where you came from. You know,
Right.
I didn't know my birth father. So I was always the person who I always had questions as a child growing up. You know,
Hmm.
I didn't know but so much, so I get it. A lot of the times when you are interested in this type of stuff, it's because you have questions that you're hoping to get some answers to, and
Yes.
you have to have a curiosity, a passion. So that's where a lot of my motivation comes from, is because I've always wanted to know.
Oh, definitely. It's a blessing. I'm grateful for all the different platforms that are now available. Um, and I just tell people all the time, I know with me, I just want to try to find out all that I can while I can. And I enjoy being able to connect with people who are willing to, or I should say, not just people, but connect with family who are willing to share
Right.
information, because we all have those stories and situations where a lot of things have just been either taken to the grave or
Yep.
passed on partially, or
Exactly.
however that works. But it's hard. And when you have those situations, yeah, those are some obstacles, but sometimes there are ways around them, and sometimes you just got to do what you got to do,
This is true.
respectfully.
Yep.
It's hard sometimes, but we see what we can do. So I know I've been trying to work on some just a couple of different things. Like on my mom's side, we're just now finding out about a grandfather that, because I mean, I always kind of prided myself on, or my brothers and myself, we knew our grandparents, all of our
Mhm.
grandparents. We were blessed with, what was it, us six grandparents. Because one
Wow.
set of grandparents, they divorced and both remarried. So I had my mother's two parents, and then my father's, we'll say, four parents. But then we found out later on one side, uh, okay, grandpa was not actually biologically grandpa. So, but I mean,
Gotcha.
but we knew him as grandpa.
Right.
So there's a whole nother side I'm getting to know, and
Right.
it's been a blessing. But it's just more information to research,
Right.
and a lot of that's coming from Alabama. So I'm working on it.
Exactly. Hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
and you'll find that when conducting your research, uh, you're just going along at your pace, and
Yes.
then here comes a blessing. Who's down?
Yes.
I had a Caucasian DNA relative
Mm-hmm.
swoop down as I was doing my research, and she saw how well we were doing because she's looking at our trees and everything, and she said, "I see that this side of the Moss family is doing well, and I have some curiosities about Reuben Moss's family and I have some information that I can help you with. I believe that I am DNA related to you through my third great grandfather, who I
Wow.
believe is the slaveholder who impregnated one of the female slaves, where
Oh my.
Reuben's father, your second great grandfather's, uh, is I believe he's per DNA the father,
Wow.
Wow.
and started giving me information of the slave schedules, all the way from the 1860 slave schedule up to 1900. Verified
Wow.
Wow.
bills and documentation, spreadsheets, and and what it did is it it connected the dots.
Right.
Now that in itself that's amazing, and I'll go ahead and say it, a blessing for someone of the ethnic group to go ahead
Yes.
and admit that,
Yes.
and to
Mhm.
reach out to you
Mhm.
and
Right.
be willing to share that information. I know with me, I at one point in time when I first kind of early on when I got my DNA results, I just kind of started reaching out to everyone through the Ancestry messenger. Hello, my name is such and such. I see that we're first cousins, second cousins, etc. Or not necessarily first, but I see that we're cousins on on Ancestry or according to Ancestry, and just kind of reaching out. I would love to be able to find out how we're related. Just kind of keep it like that.
Mhm.
And of course, some of them tap danced around. I'm reaching out to everybody of all different backgrounds, but the ones who, of course, with the Caucasian backgrounds, they're kind of tap dancing around. It's like, oh well, I really don't know, and I'm sure a lot of them don't know.
Right.
Um, and then some of them is like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, something must have happened way back when. I'll have to get back to you, but I just, you just don't ever hear back. And Jerry, I
Yeah.
just want to say, for you to have received that kind of uh how do you say, just a message and information,
Validation.
that is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's on, just so you know, on my YouTube, Moss Genealogy Research
Mhm.
Group. Make sure you get that.
Oh.
Here's one of the recordings, and she's on the link of this uh, email that I sent you. I talked about
Mhm.
it briefly,
Oh yeah.
and
I
and
see.
and our last meeting that we used
Mhm.
to validate, verify her records and my records. It's on a Zoom meeting that is on my Moss Genealogy Research Group, and it's just her and me verifying and just closing out our records. And
Wow.
she we we had
Amazing.
documented, verified, and she went on documenting and putting a book together for her family.
Wow.
But
Wow.
she's putting a book together for her family, but she took her time out to to work with me, and I worked with her because it's very sensitive, and
Yes.
we had to verify, and the things that we could verify, we verified. The things we couldn't, we couldn't. And you know
Okay.
what? If the slaveholder's son is matching DNA with my cousins, well, the
Mhm.
slaveholder is just as what the sons do, what the dad does.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
And what sort of got her is I said, well, look, he's a Reverend Thomas Moss. I said, uh, what the sons do, the the father, what the father does, the son do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, I don't know which one particularly, but I know that I'm related to him, the Reverend, and she got a little, she threw up a little wall. I said, she said, can you verify it came from him? I said, no, but their sons came from him, didn't they? And so
Mm.
that 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 cut the deal.
Yeah, that truth hurts sometimes, but it's a reality.
Because
Yeah.
he was a
Yeah.
reverend, all this, but
Ouch.
son, you know, they didn't do nothing different than him. They all had slaves. They all
Right.
they all had my people.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, the title Reverend, you
Yeah,
know, people hide behind some of that stuff
yeah.
to do what they do. Oh my goodness. Well,
Wow.
that's amazing. You've been able to work with someone to
And
verify,
not
look
only
up stuff.
there was a Caucasian guy too. He matched, and both of them are their DNA cousins, and it's the
Okay.
same third great grandfather is the one
Mm.
who's a slaveholder, who is the one who has all these cousins that match these Caucasians, and they match my black cousins.
Whoa.
Wow.
So I got it both ways, and I got meetings on them on my genealogy research group. There's one with Tommy Lewis, and there's one
Uh-huh.
with uh, Lauren Day Moll, and then you can just see what the conversations are like when we're talking, sharing information, document, and they're giving up
Yeah.
information. So I'm telling you, they're sending me things. I match here's these people. I match these people. This many centimorgans. They laying it out. One day I'll show you I'll show you here my next meeting. I'll show you the documents so you can see. But it verified everything. I know where I got my name Moss, and
Okay.
that I do know that, and I know who the slaveholder was. And the only thing that I don't have exact is who my my uh, my female ancestor was. We got a couple of names who were enslaved at that time on the plantation who it
Mhm.
could have been,
Mm.
and she even mentioned them. And she was Lauren was very apologetic. Hey, I'm sorry for what they did. And,
Oh.
nothing was agreeable.
Mhm.
That I don't agree with the principle. I can show you as much as I can show you, share what I can. So she was very contrite about the situation and
Mhm.
helpful, and we just diplomatically went through the process, put,
Mm.
putting the trees together, the migration patterns, doing. And I shared with her. I didn't just give her all our information because we're
Yeah.
women, we're overcomers in spite of.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I wasn't just going to give you
Say
everything,
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
about my family, what we've done, what we've accomplished. Hell no.
Now you're there.
This work together now.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll verify what I can verify if you verify what you got.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I yield.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I have a question real
I told
quickly.
you that. Yeah, go ahead.
Miranda, what's your maiden last name?
Actually it's Hazard. It's Hazard. And they the Hazards and the Perrys, they're out of Rhode
Like
Island.
the
Um
Deuce Hazard?
H A yeah.
Okay.
Hazard.
One
Yeah.
Z.
Perry is my grandmother's. We have family Perry's out of Ohio.
Oh, okay. Perry.
And
So,
Deidre has Perry's too on her
I want
mother's side,
to
I
ask
believe.
Deborah.
Wow.
Oh,
Deborah, did you get my message about Lincoln Ware show? Lincoln
Yeah,
Ware,
yeah, yeah. I did. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
that's my man.
Okay.
That's my favorite buzz. I listen to him all the time.
Okay. Okay.
Lincoln
Yep, I was born and raised here.
Ware. Walking club, everything.
Uh-huh.
I know all about Cincinnati.
Okay. And Miss Clarice, what is your maiden name?
Um,
Oh,
I have it. Her
Collins.
college, yeah.
Collins.
Collins, yeah. And it's my father's family out of Texas. That's where the mystery is. We can trace my mother somewhat, well, actually back to the 1800s. There's a German
Hmm.
segment. That's what I'm interested in on my mother's side. But my
Wow.
mother was a Newton. My great 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 grandfather was a freeman, and grandmother was a slave. So we have a lot of different stories on that.
Wow.
But this DNA is going to really put some stuff together, and I'm
Hmm.
excited about it.
And please put that story together for me because that's what we're going to use as our reach out text message. Clarice, write that information down because we're going to use that as our reach out message to all these your new cousins, DNA cousins that are out there. They'll know more
Mhm.
about that history. They'll be able to connect with what you give them. It's like honey. You put it out there,
It
and
attracts the bees.
Mhm.
you're gonna attract them, but we got to give them something to work with. You see what I mean? And you have a story. You got to always start with your story.
And
And
also,
Brown is also a name on my mother's side. My mother's father was a Brown, Tommy Brown.
remember to put the maiden names in your trees. Not the married name, but the maiden names. Uh, that helps to populate hints as well.
Okay.
I just put the surnames that I've been searching for on both my maternal and paternal sides in the states, that I'm researching in the chat in case, it helps.
Oh yeah, that's helpful. Yes.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
when I send the meeting, our next meeting is going to be October 20th, Sunday, October 20th. I'll have those chats along with it. I'll attach that with
Oh,
the
oh, oh.
with the
Okay.
meeting.
Thank
And
you.
and for those of you who want to share with your family, share the links in the movie and the meetings, and you'll learn about our genealogy group and the different people who are in our group by the Zoom meetings.
It's okay with you all. I wanted to invite cousin Deidre and uh, and Tracy as well.
That's
For
fine.
this one.
That's
They,
fine.
they can
And,
shed a lot on the Browns and Petties and Brundages and all
and
those.
anyone that wants to have a private Zoom meeting with any one of you all, if you need somebody to monitor it, I'll gladly do it. And this is this format. Look at us. We're at home. We're comfortable. All you have to
Right.
time, time and a date. We can agree to it. Oh, push that button. Here we are.
Yes.
Love it. Okay.
Me too. Oh, I just added one last part because I forgot a whole section. I forgot, but I have all the names in there now that I'm researching.
Gotcha. Okay.
You get those. Yeah, so that's what's helpful.
Excited.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what this is all about.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And afterwards, after we sign off and finish up the evening, I I'd be so I'd be so happy. I'd be saying, "Oh man, that was nice." I have a good feeling that it just brings an aura of comfort, of accomplishment. That being around my family. It's not exhausting. It's encouraging. It give me fuel,
Yes.
Yes, it
it gives
does. I agree.
energy, and a purpose.
Right.
And you all make me stronger and wiser and,
Mm-hmm.
and
Amen.
happy.
Yes.
Happy. Make me happy. Y'all my cousins.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
Yes.
same here. Same
y'all
here,
some,
cousin.
y'all some tough DNA cousins. I'm telling you, boy. My
Glad to hear you
DNA
say that
cousins.
because I had kind of wondered what are they getting out of this? But after this meeting, I'm really getting a good sense of what people are getting. Because I thought, what is he doing this for? What's the whole jest? Other than just looking, but I see now. I mean, I understand
That's
that now.
good. Hmm.
Yeah, that 'cause I was contemplating, why is he doing this? Now, usually most people say, send me this, give me this, donate this, do this, do this, do this. And I haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard any of that, and I was like, what is he doing this for? What's the purpose? And now,
Or they'll say, I'll look into it, but they're not going to.
right,
Right,
right.
right.
A bunch of like, okay, what's the game here? What's behind? What's the big blow coming up? And there hasn't been any blows. So I'm really happy to,
Oh.
coming from the heart and this uh, passion that's there. And someone said a minute ago about the reason we do this because we have unanswered questions.
Yeah.
And that's what got me. I didn't really know anything, but I just kind of got on Ancestry and start looking at some things when the death certificate opened in Texas, found out some things about my father's family, got military records and things stuff that you can't get until after death. But then I seen all this stuff and that was never talked about. And I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of had dropped it for a while. And then through Double R, getting connected here, I go, here it is again, but this time with knowledge and help and other people who's knowledgeable about this. So you don't have to just go in and I don't mind spending the hour of the time, but I don't like the blind research. It's good when you have someone directing you and cut those chases and get to these corners and all these little tidbits and now to get my laptop set up, get my desktop set up, get my phone so I can operate in different things. And it really has brought new life and vigor. I'll be 74 in November. Got a whole lot of issues. Just lost one of my brothers, and
I'm
so
sorry.
Yeah,
it's
sorry
been
for the
like
loss.
a void. And so the way to fill that void is to discover more about family before
Yes.
the elder generations are gone. I got one cousin who's 85. She has a lot of the history. She knows a lot of things. She met both grandmothers and the great grandmothers. And so we're trying to get this stuff to give to her so we can get more of those stories before she leaves. Because
Right.
all my aunts and uncles are deceased. And so this is perfect timing. And I thank you, Jerry. Thank you, uh, the different ones who shared your experiences. Thank you so much for this. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. And we can't wait for your test so we
Yes.
can celebrate,
Yes.
what we find with yours. So
Oh,
Right.
yeah, looking forward to that.
yes, yes,
I make
likewise.
I make a recommendation that today that Lisa is the MVP for the day.
Okay,
All in
Right.
favor?
Okay.
I'm in favor.
I,
Aye.
I.
Woohoo.
Lisa, you are MVP member for the day.
All
Oh,
right.
thank you.
Okay. We appreciate all the
Emotion.
yeah
All
MVP.
right.
So y'all take care and
All
stay
right.
in touch.
Thank you.
It's all good. It's all God.
All right. Be in touch
Amen.
real soon, Jerry, sooner than you think.
Okay. MVP. MVP.
All right, Lisa.
All right. Well, it was
Yes.
such a
Like that
pleasure.
hairstyle.
It was such a pleasure.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I agree. You all take
Amen.
care.
All
Okay,
right.
you too.
And
Thank
And
next
you.
time.
don't forget, cousin, to send I mean I did save the chat, but I'm still afraid. So if you can when you get an opportunity, it's no rush, but if you can, if you could send me that email.
Sure. I sure will.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
We're praying for you.
Do I have everybody's email address? It's probably in one of Jerry's emails, or let me make sure. Um,
And I'm praying for you all in Florida. You know, it's
Thank you,
yes.
cousin. Thank
heading
you.
that way, and
Okay.
whenever you want to get out and have a little peace out here in California, just let me know.
I've never been. I've always wanted to.
Oh wow, it's heaven on earth.
I have a couple reasons now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
that's good.
Oh,
Looking
thank
forward.
you, Lisa. I see
Of
your email
course.
address.
So do you have all your communications taken care
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
of? Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sending love to you all, and good night.
Good night.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, family.
Bye-bye.
And
Hey, Jerry, thank you so much. This has been awesome.
it sure has it?
Yes, it has. Thank you.
Oh wow, because you got a brain on you. You know, you think, and to see this and the way you came through and added to it, it just added a lot of levity and some,
Oh, thank you.
you know, it
It,
motivated us to share this, share that. Oh, look at that. Oh,
uh,
we're
yeah,
connecting. The glue, we're coming together.
yes, we are. And, I feel like I'm getting closer to, you know, trying to figure out how you and I are related. And then it was good to meet, our other cousins that we have, my goodness. And then to get a little bit more of an understanding of the GEDmatch, and how that works.
Different tools
So,
we're using. Yeah, the different tools. Research,
yeah.
because
Hmm.
help us.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Because like I said, I work out of Ancestry. Family Search I've used. And then there's let me see, just Fold 3 and some of the other things to get vital records. But to make some connections, and then they're not necessarily the first and second generation. It's like it's going back. So this is the challenge here, to
And
try to determine the relationships.
did you see how cousin Deborah, she jumped into that GEDmatch and started
Yes. Oh my goodness.
all
That
those
was
things.
awesome. She got all of our numbers and put us all in there. She plugged us in, as they
Into
say.
this research group, man, and through
Ooh,
chromosomes, X and Y's, and
yeah.
even got
And
half.
then to be able to say, okay, you're most likely on my maternal side, and oh, wait a minute, look at that. It looks like, this person's related. And, like you said, she had a background, a little bit of some tidbits about each and every one of the
Yeah,
folks there. That was awesome.
she got
And I'm
happy.
so glad I got on the call. My goodness.
She got happy, didn't she?
Oh yeah, yes, she did.
Started finding, oh,
That was really cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So you all meet not just on Sundays. Like it sounds like there's a Friday Zoom too, or just different.
There's they have it's called Freeman's Friday.
Oh, Freedmen's Bureau Friday. I think
Yeah,
I think she
Freeman's
said.
Bureau Friday.
Okay.
And Miranda, they are heavy. They some heavy.
Really?
Yeah, they heavy.
Oh, I can
They,
imagine.
they go all the way. They start at 4 our time, and they have their first meetings. At the
Hmm.
Fitness Bureau, they go over the records and all that. They establish what the Freeman's Bureau is and the details. Very helpful. And then
Okay.
afterwards, they have open mic. And
Yeah.
they can just talk, helping each other out, just like we do, similar to what we do, which is helpful.
Yeah.
And they go all the way from 4 o'clock. They go past 12.
What?
Yeah, they just
Oh my goodness. And these are all different time zones, I can imagine.
different time zones, but they go past 12 our time.
Whoa. So
Hmm.
it's 3 a.m. in some places.
Yeah. They do
My
that.
goodness.
But
See, now that is so helpful too, to be, on the calls and on the Zooms with, as they say, like-minded, just folks that are also interested, because you know that we all have family members that just you give them maybe a slide or two, and after that they're done.
Yeah, and it's acres of diamonds. It's real precious, and they'll sit it underneath a damn pillow instead of you.
Yes,
Come
thank
on,
you.
we did all this to get this information, and then you're just going to discount it. Come on now.
Exactly. Especially, all the work you would have put into it, and you're excited about it and you share it, and it's like, oh, okay.
And
Or,
we and
it's like nobody.
we haven't even talked about reparations.
Yeah, that's
One
true.
out here. Yeah.
No, my
So,
goodness.
like I said, thank you so much, and
You're welcome.
keep the lines open, and you take care of you and that gentleman of yours. He's an awesome guy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. He was so glad to have been able to have been in the breakout room with you. He said that, you're just so helpful and he really appreciated it. The
Oh,
information you provided.
yeah, yeah, but that's what we do. Like if you learn, you teach. That's my
Oh
motto.
yes. Yes, definitely. As they say, share the wealth, share the information, don't keep it all to yourself. If you're able to help others, that's a blessing.
GEDmatch. You found that GEDmatch number, did you?
Oh yes, I sure did. I was flipping through those pages. I'm like, I want to see what's coming.
And then Diana, cousin Diana said, I want to match her. Give me her number. Put hers up. Let me see her. So you,
Yep.
oh man, she didn't want to be left
Oh,
out. She didn't want to be left out being connected with you, Miranda.
yeah, yeah. I was noticing
Yeah,
because
she wanted some of that attention.
sure did. Because I know I like I said I feel even more connected because I knew that we figured out that we're connected, but then to be on the Zoom and then to find out I'm connected to everybody on the call. This is nice. Now we just got to figure out how. And
Yeah,
I pray we do.
no, we will. We will. But like I said, the purpose is for us to connect and help each other.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Share
Take care,
information.
guys. Had a great time.
You too.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a Moran. Uh, Great meeting. A great meeting to share our stories, laugh, connect. It means a lot to, to them. It means a lot to me to be a person to a connection and come through and connect each other and share our information. It's fun. It's good to have some levity, some fun times as we're doing our work, serious work. It's DNA. It ain't nothing to play with. It's serious. So it's all good. It's all God. I'm happy to be happy and blessed to be able to help facilitate this meeting and this Moss Genealogy Research Group. I just pray that we grow and we share what we know. It's all good. It's all God.